Sent you is how we're going to end.
The beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, light the beam indeed. Welcome into the Tuesday night edition of the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma. Once again, I am your host, Sam Freeze, broadcasting live here on YouTube from the greater north side of San Antonio, live to tape if you are listening to the audio version of this after the fact. We are all together again in the room, back to our normal Tuesday nights. We've got a lot to get to as I'm watching Cap get settled into the I'm noticing there's a few things different. LG must have had
a little different
had company because this is elevated a little bit. This
is a public. Other people do shows in here.
I can't slink down into my chair. I'm struggling as well to adjust, but
I feel like one of the bears, man. Someone's been eating my porch.
Fear not, yes. Fear not. We will manage to make it through. We got a lot to get to tonight. Of course, we don't know exactly who the Spurs will play, but we do know when the Spurs will play.
It's going to be the Suns.
We're going to get into that. You sound pretty sure of yourself to throw it out there that
sure.
quick.
Even though I just got done watching. Well, I haven't got done watching it, but the old Jailblazers on Netflix.
Oh, the Untold, yeah.
The Untold Story. Oh.
It's good.
I love how they did like a 10-minute segment on the Dave Chappelle. Rasheed Wallace.
I mean, when
Damon Stoudemire.
I was about to say, when the content dictates, you give a solid 10 minutes, and the Jailblazers, the funniest thing about all of those teams is the fact that Scottie Pippen was such a big part of those teams, which is so funny thinking about, back to the era of the NBA that was, where Scottie had a bit of a second life there in Portland as the veteran leader. I haven't yet, no.
He walked in there, so one of the funniest parts is when he first got there, he came in with security, and Damon and Rasheed started making fun of him and like, man, this ain't no L.A., Chicago thing. Get those security guards out here, man. Come on. And then he started wearing cornrows and
yeah, they
thugged him out real quick.
That's the Scottie I remember.
He's like, the security lasted about 5 days, and then he just came by himself.
Thumbs up. Need to watch it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay,
man. I still got like 30 minutes left, but I was trying to watch it, but people were making noise in my house.
On this, it's funny. It's funny you say that because not only are we officially single digits away from the NFL draft, 9 days away.
Dude, I woke up in a panic thinking it was Thursday. I was like, yes.
So you woke up in a panic. I was at the beach this weekend, which we'll talk about in the weekend recap. And I had a bit of panic myself because I was thinking it was this week as well. And when the roommate was asking me, my weekly schedule and everything, and I'm like, oh man, I've done a little bit of prep, but
I gotta do so much prep.
I gotta do so much prep. We got 4 hours to kill. I should say the draft show, if you missed it last week, I got out ahead of it, but it is officially official now. Thursday, April 23rd on Ticket 760. We're going to do, I'll do the show with Andy 4 to 7, and then myself, Dylan Emery, and Shane Carter will all do a NFL draft show on Ticket from 7 to 11. That Thursday night.
Might be some guest appearances.
I think we'll have, so it's at Walk-Ons, right there off of 281. So if you aren't doing anything or don't have any plans for the draft, come out, hang out with us. We're going to be there all night as the Cowboys have 2 picks in the first round. We'll see. Next week, we're going to talk Tuesday's episode next week. Well, depending on Spurs game, Spurs schedule. The episode we do next week before the NFL draft, we're gonna fully focus, lock in, talk NFL draft that whole episode, and so we will see exactly where the chips are lining up next week, thinking about how the first round is, particularly the top end of the first round, is going to play out in the NFL draft, which is only 9 days away. No, you say, people making noise at your house. So it's National Pecan Day,
Cool.
but it's also National Ex-Spouse Day, and I know that's what I'm still working on my credentials to celebrate National Ex-Spouse Day. So I figured we would
just like last week. Just keep doing what you're doing, Playboy.
That's right. Keep chasing. Keep chasing that paper. Keep doing what you're doing, Playboy. No, I didn't figure we would spend a lot of time celebrating National Ex-Spouse Day, but
you don't hear about my. Like,
I was about to say, if you've got a story, you want to share. Another man that
I value my life, dude.
Another man that might have a story to share, but probably won't choose to share it. LG, tell the good people before we jump into some Spurs notes, NBA playoff talk, and the main seggy. Tell the good people how they can help support the program.
You can help support this program by subscribing to the Sports Cave Live on YouTube, sportscave.live on Instagram. And that's the main way you can help support us, because we're aiming for that 1,000 mark.
1,000.
Super chats is another way. Jump in here. Already some people in the chats, but it'd be
Love
better.
that money.
It'd be better if y'all were super in the chat. And then what else? We have an Amazon wish list in the description if you want to help equip the studio.
The old Amazon wish list. We took the Honda Civic. We took the 93 Honda Civic off the wish list, but we still have some other equipment items on there that you could definitely help us out with. As LG said, if you do decide to be super and throw
It's
a
like
chat.
Super Greg. Thank you, Greg.
Or Super Dave, the old Curb Your Enthusiasm guy, Dave Osborne. Isn't that his last name? Yeah, let's go with that. If you do throw a super chat out there, if it's on subject, we'll get to it in the segment. If not, we'll get to it before the lightning round.
Bob Einstein.
Bob, there we go. Bob Einstein. Yeah, it was Super Dave Osborne, right? That's
his
the
character,
character's name.
yes.
Yeah, the great Bob Einstein.
Rest in peace, King.
Do y'all ever see the clip of him going? So Norm Macdonald was a pioneer of podcasting. He was doing.
He's the Godfather.
He's the Godfather. He was doing the YouTube show long before others, including ourselves, hopped into this world. There is if you've never watched it, the Bob Einstein appearance on Norm's early podcast. It is absolute gold. Like anything with Norm, I'm going to tell you, is pretty much absolute gold. That's high up the all-time rankings.
I have to check it out. Bob Einstein, the brother of actor Albert Brooks.
That's right.
Yep. Who had to change his last name because he couldn't go by Albert Einstein.
Yeah, that probably would have been a hard sell.
I mean, you really got to do something to your kid and name. If you know your last name's Einstein, you're like, let's name him Albert.
Well, it's like all the kids named Michael Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. So you throw the initial in there to throw them off the scent. It's the big. It's a crucial identifier. The naming your kid Albert when Albert Einstein was already well established and well known. That's a pretty. It's a pretty ballsy move.
He ended a war by killing a lot of people.
Well, minor detail. I think I would focus
himself.
I would focus on the first part of that sentence of he ended a war, and we celebrate ending wars on this program.
Just drop the bomb already, damn it.
Yeah, I thought you've been teasing us. Come on now. No, we've got a lot to get to because I said we don't know exactly when the Spurs will play or who the Spurs will play, but we know when the Spurs will play. And so we're going to get into some Spurs notes here in a minute. But weekend recap. Let's start there as always, because there was much to recap from the weekend. I would assume we're going to talk Masters here. But first of all, how about this bitchin' new hat I got?
Did you actually go and fish or?
I ate. I ate a
ate
bunch of fish.
so you didn't
I ate a
feed
bunch of red snapper, like you're on the hat.
Such a poser, man.
No, you actually want to know what I did the majority of the time?
Yeah.
I set a bad example for our nieces. So we're out.
It's always the best. It's like I'm
it's
gonna
great.
be drunk uncle.
No, okay, so they, first of all, believe this or not, I have evidence. I have people that can support this statement and back me up. I was out of the house by 8 a.m. both Saturday and Sunday morning
What'd you do? Just stay awake?
down in Port Aransas. It was difficult because we're going to talk about it in the lightning round. The Rangers were in LA playing the Dodgers. So I had late night baseball keeping me up. And then I stayed up watching a bunch of the Coachella live stream, which I was going to talk about. There were some good acts on that.
fun.
So yeah, I was in 2-hour time difference for both of those events. What are you acting like you don't like music? Like,
I don't like Coachella.
how do you know who played?
Kanye.
Negative.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, it could have been your favorite band and you wouldn't have even known. No, there was
Was Wu-Tang there?
no, but Sabrina Carpenter was,
See, this is why I don't like it.
and Carol G, and I'm sure, and Bieber. You're a big Bieber guy. You've told me off air, but you only like the early years, which you would be happy because he played a bunch of YouTube. But anyway, we're gonna get into that. But I was,
Are we really?
oh yeah,
Oh, buddy.
yeah, it's a massive cultural event that was highly entertaining for those that don't just immediately reject any idea or consideration of watching it. No, there was they like to get out to the beach early to get their spot.
Oh yeah.
And it worked out for me because once you get the spot, you can just sleep right there, So I was taking a lot of.
I thought you meant go back to the hotel and sleep.
No.
That's what I'd be doing. I'm like, oh, you got the spot? Cool. I'll see you in about 4 hours.
No, they've got some nice reclining chairs that even
Yeah.
kind of rock a little bit. It puts you right to sleep. So
Don't trust them.
they had me, bro. I'm right there with you with some of these. But no, we were up and out of the house on the beach early all weekend. But what got me in trouble, quote, trouble, I took the tablet every day we were there because as soon as noon hit, I was watching the Masters on the tablet from a hotspot on the beach. So that was my beach experience was really just my Masters viewing experience because
Right near the beach.
you remember last year we did it was the same exact thing. They plan this, family beach trip every year on the same weekend, and it just so happens to be Masters weekend. But what got me in trouble, our nieces are like 5 and 2, somewhere in that age range. And
Just old enough to grab you a beer.
well, and just old enough to be spend too much time in front of screens now. We're starting to hit that kind of age of, not wanting to put the tablet down and that kind of stuff. So this guy being the example as they're trying to tell, like, oh, build a sandcastle, go hunt for hermit crabs.
Do something fun.
do
Get off the
something-
screens.
Exactly. And I'm sitting there just watching golf on the beach on a tablet.
It's the Masters. I'm locked in, man.
It's 1,000%.
It's like I asked my dad, I'm like, hey, you want to go grab lunch Thursday or Friday? Or are you going to be locked in on the Masters? He's like, oh, I'm locked in. Don't even come up here.
Yeah, there's
I
no
was
there's no
like-
reason. There's no reason to even try.
And what was it? Prime gave you an extra 2 hours this year.
It was nice.
I liked it.
Yeah, with the same broadcast setup. It
Sweet
wasn't
gym dance.
right. Yeah,
I did notice they started getting a little saucy towards the end.
well, we're going to talk about
it
the actual.
went from 2 fingers to 4 fingers around the half the back 9.
Yeah, we got some heavier pours.
Really piped that one down the middle.
We're going to talk about because Kevin Kisner, the former golfer, half part-time golfer, now NBC broadcaster, he had some hot opinions about CBS's coverage of the Masters too, and ESPN for that matter. But yeah, as they were trying to get my niece off of the screen, she kept coming over because not that she wanted to watch golf, but she just wanted to see what was on the screen.
She's like, scream.
Exactly. And so that night, Saturday night, the Steph's brother's wife busted out the old Berenstain Bears book of spending too much time watching TV. And so
That'll really teach him.
so I'm
Let me read
explaining
you this Berenstein Bear.
Hey, don't-
eating all the marmalade.
the Berenstain
Marmalade
Bears
sandwiches.
taught an entire generation morality, right and wrong. But then I get to explain to a 5-year-old, like, actually, I'm on the clock. I'm working whenever I'm watching golf on the tablet. Like that, I busted out that line.
I've used that excuse.
How well do you think that went with the in-laws? Yeah, that not the selling point I was hoping for,
I
but
was like, and don't you know Bernstein's 60-something years old hanging out with little kids? There's something there.
yeah,
I don't agree with it.
speaking
Trying to
of
bribe him with marmalade sandwiches.
the Godfather of hip hop that you tried to celebrate last week, we're going to talk about him in the lightning round.
I said he was a pioneer.
We're just going to
Of
look.
hip-hop.
We're just going to, and because he's such a pioneer, we're just going to look at his Wikipedia page. Just check to see if there's anything on there that might raise some eyebrows or concerns about his life and legacy. We'll just we'll get to that in the lightning round. But the
Can't wait for that Michael movie.
outside, right? Exactly. Outside of the time spent watching the Masters on the beach with the tablet and shopping for this bitchin' red snapper hat that I'm rocking tonight, there's a little bar down there. What's the oldest, like when you think of places that have been around forever, like especially obviously here in San Antonio, like what's one of the ones you think of that
Like a bar?
bar, restaurant, anything like that? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, bars got to go to old Cocoa Beach off Nakoma. That thing's you can watch people taking pisses through the window as you drive by. That thing's grandfathered in on the same rent for 50 years.
So
So they're just printing money over
key
there.
50 years. Just throwing it out there as a like
LG knows Coco.
50 years though.
He's done a lot of gigs up in Coco.
There's a
One.
bar.
I've done
one.
a lot by meaning one.
That counts.
He's done one.
That's one more than either you or I have.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a bar in Port A called Shorty's. It's been in multiple locations because of storms and moving, relocating. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I'm very familiar, but it's got nothing on Bernie's.
No. Bernie's is awesome.
Bernie's plays the same hip hop for the last 30 years.
Yeah, Bernie's hasn't
It's the
changed.
Kiss station of bars for Port A. Like, you know what you're going to get when you go in there.
Okay, so quick tangent. Last trip we were down there, we ate at Trout Street or whatever's right there at the end of the pier, and then went straight from there to Bernie's. But I had killed a couple of dirty gin martinis at Trout Street, and then I walked into Bernie's and
Don't tell me you asked for a gin martini.
no, God, no. That was where I was drinking ranch waters once we got to Bernie's. But by the end of the night, everything I ate at Trout Street ended up in the parking lot of Bernie's. Let's just put it that way without giving too much graphic detail of the violent nature of how it left my body at 2:30 in the morning.
So you stayed at 2:30. So good. Hey, little travel tip, because we used to go down there like 2 or 3 times. Like the whole group of us, all our friends, like 20 to 40 of us, depending on the group. I tipped $100 on a round one time when I was 22 years old.
Oh yeah, how far did that get you?
About 15 years, bro.
Okay.
That guy still remembered me. And when everybody's fighting for a drink and they're just so sick of these non-locals,
Yep.
he'd see my big ass in the back and I'd be like, I point right at him. He point right at me and I'm like, yeah, buddy, I'm going to give you a good tip, but I get service first before any of these. And he's like, what do you want? And everybody would be so pissed unless I was buying them shots.
See, I'm getting tired of tipping at, borderline fast food drive-through places. Everyone wants you to tip now.
Yeah.
There is still a time and place where a well executed tip will carry you for 15
years. And
Yeah.
then the 1 year I go there and he's not there. And I'm like, where's my man? He quit. He moved away.
Yeah.
I was like, he didn't die, did he? I
No,
thought
he
was
moved
there.
away at the suggestion of state officials as they took him for the next 10 to 15. No, the Shorties
Yeah.
celebrated their 80th anniversary this
80.
past weekend, and it was nut to butt in that place. It was
So the 60s. It opened up in the 60s?
add 20 more years to that, Bubba.
80, 40? That was pre-World War II?
It was literally, so I started asking because I started, I can't just leave well
Telling me
enough
they're
alone.
sending sailors off to, die on the...
So what it was, they got back. It was 1946. They
Yeah.
got back and opened up a bar, and that's how Shorty started. World War II ended. They came back, opened up a bar because they're tired of it. Don't want to deal with anybody's.
Beach life.
I'm full.
My soul left on Normandy Beach, and I'm staying here.
It's not far from actually how
That's
it.
how it got.
That's not far from how it started. Yeah, Shorty's
Oh, buddy.
80 years down there in Port A, and I am happy to report they're set up for another 80. They were
Dude, there's only 2 clubs you can go there. Like, it's Shorty's.
well, and Shorty's
and
is like Bernie's. It's more even Bernie's is more like dance club now.
Yeah.
I don't know when the last time you were in there. It's like they're shooting smoke and they're shooting fog.
When I hit
and-
my 40s, man, I'm like, I can't do this Port A trips anymore. Man.
oh, see, I love it. I mean,
I was like, because we all got kids, and it's like all the kids, and all of us are trying to sneak off. It's like, which one's gonna stay back with the kids? And I'm like, not it.
okay, that's the other side of this. Steph's. So we go down there with Steph's parents and her brother and his wife, and they have 2 girls now. They've got 2 little kiddos, and that is the perfect opportunity for us because they're kids. We get to the beach early, and then they take afternoon naps, and so that's when we.
Oh, you bounce off early and you stay out late.
Well, we bounce early, then we come back, eat dinner, play, 42 or spades, card games, something like that. And then we bounce back out again for a round 2. So, yeah, we did Shorties during the day on Saturday when they were doing their big blowout anniversary. They had 3 stages, 3 bands.
So is the location they're at now? It's right off the main road on the left hand side as you're going
Yep.
towards.
Yeah, as you're going
Okay.
towards the pier at the end there. Yeah, it's right across from that other little locals bar, Lalu, something
Yeah,
like
that
that.
has like the long
Yeah.
bar top. Yeah, that's a little secret hideaway. Like when you want to get toasted before you go to Bernie's,
That's right.
that's the one to go to.
Yeah, we spent some money there too because they had a nice Masters viewing party going. So we went to Shorty's for the 80th anniversary, and then I realized I was like, look, there's too much going on here. Can we just go across the street and watch some golf? And so that was where we ended up watching the 3rd round of the Masters. But jumping in there. Going back to last week, I asked you the question, exactly what are his career goals now? He had achieved the career Grand Slam last year by winning the Masters for the first time. I asked you last week, is 10 majors in play now? And you shot that down pretty quickly.
I said it was going to be hard. I didn't say it was impossible.
No, but
like-
it felt like the difficulty you were believing it was going
You
to.
know how much I was banking on him blowing it?
Well, he almost
Like,
did.
Yeah, I'm like Saturday, I was like, I told you. Then the beginning of Sunday, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go on here and be like, told you. And then he came back. And the epic meltdown from Justin Rose. I wish I could have a meltdown like him and still shoot like 71 or 73.
Yeah, I thought, when
On the
Rose
Masters course.
had the 2-stroke lead at the turn, I really thought there was a good chance we were going to get a replay of last year of Rory and Rose in a in a playoff after they both finished on Sunday. But yeah, you mentioned Justin Rose. As soon as he gets in the lead, he melts back down. Scotty goes the entire weekend without shooting a bogey, something that hadn't been done since Shorty's wasn't even open yet. That hadn't been done since 1942.
Scotty's got to stop giving him like a handicap. He's giving the whole field a handicap by like taking a day off and shooting a 74.
Yeah, that
He's just like, I could shoot a 68.
well,
just
and
run away with this."
even on Sunday, I can think of 2 specific putts on the back 9 that he left within half a foot.
You know what really
That
happened
would
to
have been
Scotty?
birdies.
Which I would have been I would have been furious. He was getting iced out by Lee, who shot an 80 something.
Yeah, that's
I get partnered
Some
with
of
this
the-
guy. Like whenever I play golf and my partner is straight ass, and I just started playing like ass. And this guy's got to sit here and wait 7 minutes for him to look for a golf ball in the brushes. You're shooting an 80, dude. Drop a ball, dude. You're killing me.
some of the memes
killing me.
of him just standing in the middle of all of the
Yeah.
bushes. I mean, you're not going to get into any kind of rhythm playing with a
Straight
guy.
iced him out, man.
Yeah, it reminded me of whenever I golf, 4 times a year with my friends who are, not that they're great at golf,
They're
but
just better than
they're
you.
just better than me. And so it's, usually by about the 13th, maybe 12th, that's about the point where I'm taking drops and I'm just like, I'll hit it from wherever yours is
Yeah,
at.
I'm gonna hit it from you.
Yeah, that's also when
You're
I
in the middle. I'm hitting it.
it's also when I start twisting the spliff and worrying less about the scorecard. And
It's legal now.
Yeah.
Again,
that's where I'm hunting for places like where Lee was hitting from so that I can sneak away and spark that
Lee was
bad
in the
boy.
deuce zone where people are dropping deuces and stuff on. They can't make it to the bathroom on the turn.
Yeah, he was in the hands zone where people are getting a little friendly out there. Yeah, it was highly, highly entertaining though to watch.
Yeah.
But it was also like, I can't imagine how frustrating that would have been for Scotty as he's trying to mount the comeback like
Yeah,
that.
He had like 4 birdies in a row, and it's just like he's sitting there just waiting. Just waiting for Lee. He's off in the bushes somewhere. He's there. And even the announcers were getting a little ticked off. They're like, yeah, he's been out there for a long, long time.
Screw them. I mean, it was gold from the television viewers' perspective. But yeah, I think the question now, now that obviously Rory is at 6 total majors after winning by a stroke. So we talked last week about whether 10 majors was doable in his career. I will take that back one and ask, he's at 6 now. How likely is Rory to become the non-American with the most majors ever? He would need to catch Gary Player.
Was he at 12?
Gary Player's only at 9.
At 9.
So Rory now sitting at 6. He's 36 years old. If you, again, we'll do the same exercise we did last week. Phil's the oldest major winner ever at 50, almost 51. So you're basically getting 14 more years
Why
of
is
Rory.
Phil? I mean, it was the U.S. Open, which is always tries to be the toughest golf course.
Yeah.
In every year in the majors. So they always pick a golf course that's tough, shave that green down till it's glass.
And let the rough grow.
Yeah, let the
to
rough
the
grow an
waist.
extra 2 inches,
Mhm.
you know. I mean, he's the most, if 51's the cap, he's the most likely to do it. And I would put the odds at around 20% now. Like, if you'd asked me before this, 5%. Because I thought he was melting down.
Yeah.
But now that he's got the Masters, he's got some momentum, and he's going to St. Andrews on the Open. But ask the people that normally are set up that should win. They're the ones that have like put more pressure on Rory, because you saw him starting to break.
Oh, yeah.
You saw him struggling. You saw Cameron Young just piping ones down on Saturday. And Scotty mounting the comeback. And Rose still there. And everybody started creeping up, where it looked like he was running away with it after Friday. But then he completely, like, basically shot a par on Saturday. On Saturday.
On Saturday, yeah. And then he was one.
Complete. If it wasn't for Justin Rose, like, melting down, which, I mean, Amen Corner will do that to anybody.
Yeah, his amen. Yeah, that was
It's just,
full meltdown.
if he kept the pressure on Rory, I think he would have taken it, because we saw it was one stroke.
Yeah, but
And
it was also
Scotty who was already in the locker room.
it was one stroke,
He was already on the 19th hole getting the.
but he had a 2-stroke lead going into 18. So he was playing.
And absolutely just sliced the crap out of it on 18.
Kept it interesting.
He's like, now we just got to go up the 17th fairway, you know?
And that's where I say, like, he was playing for a 5. He knew he had an extra stroke to play with there, so he wasn't.
The real story was 16, the last par 5, when that ball took an unbelievable bounce forward instead of backwards into a little raised tributary, where he put it in the drink many a times in previous Masters.
Yeah.
How that thing went forward and not backwards it was on a gap wedge,
Mm-hmm.
which has all the spin
All
on it.
spin, yeah.
That thing should have bounced back, or if it bounced straight up and landed, it's going backwards.
There's a good chance it rolls backwards. I
But
mean,
it bounced forward 5 feet.
watching that live, I couldn't I didn't think the broadcast made enough of how close that was.
Ridiculous.
Because it looked like
I wanted sports science to come on and be like, if he has this much spin on his ball, the
Yeah.
trajectory of here
R.I.P.
gives you an 85% chance of it rolling. I wanted all that.
Yeah, R.I.P. the sports science guy. Yeah, it was tense to say the least how close that one looked. But again, you do that much work on Thursday and Friday and you get to a record lead.
Yeah.
It would have, we saw Rory flirt with the meltdown that it would have required for him to blow that. We saw him with a double on the first 9 on Sunday, just like we did last year when he was paired with Bryson. We saw signs or glimpses of the old Rory, but
He's not a steel trap like Tiger.
no, not even close.
and
Not even close.
I would even put Scotty whenever he makes a bad shot. He's not showing emotions. He's just
No, the roommate was enjoying the hell out of all of the different faces of Rory McIlroy as he was can't believe I just did that again. Ew.
yeah. So I think the St. Andrews, as much everybody's gonna be, it's your home.
Well, and that'll
course.
be next
You-
year.
yeah.
That's 27. They're back at St.
thought it was this
Andrews.
year.
No, they're this one
lied to me.
is no. I was saying last week I was saying when it comes back around to 2027, it'll be at the old course. This year it is
Screw his momentum.
well, I mean, again, the momentum would have suggested
You know who the number 1 player in golf is now? Still,
Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah. barely, but
by shooting a 74 and a 71 on the first 2 days. God, that man is good, dude. Like,
yeah, it's Royal Birkdale this year, and then back to St. Andrews next year.
Royal Birkdale. Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with that.
Absolutely, yeah, right down the street from. Go
So
on.
I used to go to my local pub and drink a bunch of Guinness.
Yeah. Their version of Shorties is celebrating their 180-year anniversary because their park benches are older than our country. No, so using the 14 years as a, as a scale of how much time Rory has left. He's at 6 majors now. 9 would tie him with Ben Hogan for the most majors by a not Ben Hogan, Gary Player for the most majors ever by a non-American. 10 would put him in elite company, join Walter Hagen, Tiger, and Jack as the only players with double-digit number of majors. He's at 6. If he's got 14 years left, if he wins 1 major every other year, that's 13. If he wins 1 major every 3 years,
what is he?
That's still 5 more majors in his career.
Is he what, 39?
36.
36.
Yeah.
These kids are just hitting it longer and better, and technology's getting there.
Did you see that stat though? Rory led in drive distance, but he was 90th out of 91st or 90th out of 91
in drive accuracy.
Because it doesn't matter.
He dialed it in on the very last day. It was like he couldn't hit a fairway to save his life the first couple days.
Rory, no. Yeah. And what was it? Was it 13? I think he played every round from the Pine Needles except for Sunday, where he managed to finally hit the fairway. So Rory turns 37 in May.
Okay.
So even
he's
if
37, he's not 37.
We'll say 37. So even if we only give him 12 more years and say only go from 37 to 49, again, if he wins 1 major every 3 years, that puts him in double digits now.
Yeah.
That's not as unattainable as it felt 7 days ago.
I stick with my 20%, man. I mean, he's got 20%, but I think before he gets to, when he gets, if or when he gets to 8, he's going to have that pressure of, okay, now I got to beat Gary, tie Gary players.
It's a new set of pressure.
And you saw what that happened to the greatest golfer ever lived, Tiger Woods.
Yeah, but Rory's not going to go start training with Navy SEALs or tagging Perkins waitresses. Or
once again, we don't know.
You're right. You're right. You know what?
The middle age is a son of.
I'll leave Rory the room to start picking up Applebee's hotties.
What's the Perkins in Ireland? Huh. I'm just the old.
Give him time to find out.
Gopher Shack.
Yeah, I was about to say, give him
Shout
time.
out to Gopher Shack. Just opened up. I'm playing.
3 locations now across the greater Northern Ireland area. Speaking of the greater Northern Ireland area, do you see those cut-ins they were doing with the Hollywood Country Club, Rory's hometown? I don't think there's a drinking age in Northern Ireland.
Those guys look a little young. But they just got Guinness. They got empty Guinnesses. Maybe their parents are like, you can have one 24-ounce Guinness.
Yeah, and then there's the one guy who's just got his arms on everybody, and you can tell he's more loaded than the rest of them. Or maybe he's just the lightweight of the group.
Nah, that man has a tolerance.
Yeah. Have you watched the Rory documentary yet?
No.
On Amazon? I think I'm going to go back and watch it. I had no interest in it, and now hearing it referenced as much as I have.
Well, they did a damn 2-hour special. They had to reference it.
Right.
And Bezos owns their ass.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Amazon. Yeah. I think I'm going to go back
the Rory
and watch
documentary is a great piece of art. Everybody should watch it. No.
I'm pretty picky.
Jailblazers.
I was about to say, or the Lamar Odom one.
I watched that. Give me my hour of life back.
I told you. He's terrible.
It was nothing but that Kardashian, whichever one it is. And I'm just like, I'm tired of hearing your voice.
You mean the only redeeming, decent person involved in that entire documentary?
Sir, if you don't think there was a master plan from Chris Jenner, the culprit, the puppet master,
So
just
Chris,
sits there and
wait,
be
wait,
like, she literally grabbed him up from a hook. He was banging a hook,
right.
and the hook had to call her to come get him. And she was there before her daughter, the married one, was there. And she helped clean up the mess and made sure the paparazzi wasn't involved.
Right. So what are you getting at? I'm missing the part where Chris Jenner got Lamar Odom hooked on crack.
When one of the
I'm missing that
when
connection
one of the little
there.
girls just like separates from Chris Jenner and is like, I'm not going to be your puppet master. I'm not going to let you sell me for a porn star or whatever reality star. Like, nah.
You believe way too many Facebook memes. What's her name?
I literally, if I see their face, I scroll. I don't read.
What is her? She gained 50 pounds when she lived in Dallas for 2 months on barbecue. What is her name? The one we're talking. Chloe. There you go. Chloe. See, yeah, you know.
I was like, I just threw. That was a shot in the dark because I had to watch it. That's the reason why I know it. I want my hour back.
No. We're gonna do a full reports on it. We got a lot to cover once we get to a baseball only summer. But yeah, no, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure Rory doesn't end up closer to Walter Hagen than he does.
I just seen him break down under pressure too many times to make me believe that he has. If you put more on him. Because he damn near didn't win that last year's.
No, it took a playoff with Justin Rose.
And went to a playoff. Like, it was a miracle Justin Rose didn't win that thing. Because it took Justin Rose hitting a horrible shot for Rory to win that. Rory did not win it. Justin Rose lost it, in my opinion.
Is it? I'm sorry. Where
and I am
is
the
that
golf
what it says? Is that what it says on Rory's green jacket? It says winner by default.
Yeah. Property of Justin Rose, but
Right.
you can borrow it.
Yeah,
It'll
exactly.
be like both ours.
I guess I must have missed Justin Rose at the Champions Dinner or grabbing drinks in the clubhouse.
Lee
after.
had to ice out Scheffler for him to get his jacket this year.
The next
He's
decade.
from China, by the way.
The next decade.
You don't think there's something there?
No, I don't think there's something there.
They didn't want American win. The Chinese.
Do you understand the history of Northern Ireland
tapped in to Lee and was like, "You got to take one for the team. Ice him out. He's getting a little hot. He could beat Rory."
I want you to know the 3 people that believe that conspiracy theory are so happy you're voicing it for the masses right now because that's one of
my people, baby.
dumbest things I've heard.
I was conspiracy theory before it was cool, buddy.
Right, and that's the problem. that's the problem. The next decade of Rory versus Scotty. That's where I think as we talk about Rory's potential majors total, it's as much as we talk about Rory melting down or if you believe Rory is past the meltdowns because now he's got the monkey off, whichever side of that you fall on, I think all of that is secondary to whatever Scotty does for the next 12, 13, 14 years, because that's going to be, you mentioned, Scotty's still the world number 1 even after Rory wins
basically
on
getting
Sunday.
2 free days to get as many birdies as they can, and then just was like, okay, now I'm gonna play, and then got iced out.
See, and I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see Scotty have a Koepka-esque drop off or anything, because I mean, Scotty sitting at 4 like Koepka. Koepka won all of his, or no, Koepka at 5. I forgot. I think Scotty. There's some level.
Koepka won 3 in a year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like he was hotter than fish grease. Like for your hat, it's hotter than red snapper.
That's
fish
right.
Grease, huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
Blackened, not fried, please. I think that's going to be the biggest hurdle for Rory over the second half of his career is how focused is Scotty on setting these same records? How focused is Scotty on passing Gary Player, Ben Hogan, Walter Hagen. Like how focused is Scotty on pushing for Tigers 15?
No.
Because no, I know.
What's your percentage of that one?
Oh, it's 2, 1.5, 1.
-1.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I think Tiger could come back and win a Masters before Rory can sniff 15. I put money on that one.
I mean, I was about to say I wanted to argue, but I am not so sure. I don't agree with that. Yeah, but it's the question of what are Scotty's career goals?
Yeah,
because we know what
What's
Rory's
his career gun.
It's 9 now. It was the career Grand Slam. Now he's talking about Gary Player's 9 majors and the fact that that would put him at the same level as the most accomplished non-American golfer ever.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we know what Scotty's. I mean, Scotty talks more about his lack of love for the game and his desire to be a family man and a dad.
That's him that's just him not feeling the pressure.
For sure.
He believes enough in his game where he's like, hey,
but is
family
Scotty
comes first and I go out there and dominate.
Is Scotty still keeping that as a psychological tool 10 years from now, or does that actually manifest itself as true?
Does he have that
10 years?
that Mamba mentality?
Exactly, because it kind of feels Scotty's always been. He was overshadowed by Spieth at UT. Hell, he was overshadowed by high school golfers in DFW, even before he got to Zalatoris was there at the same time and was
There's
a better
so
prospect.
many young kids. Burns, who played with Scotty.
Yep.
He completely melted down, but he was hot. Coming in on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Burns is coming in. Cameron Young, this 24-year-old kid that can almost hit it.
Cam Young's only 24.
I believe so. I
didn't realize he was that young.
Check me on that one. But I know he's on the right side of 20. But
okay, 28, but still
28,
younger than Scotty.
So there's another 24-year-old kid that I don't know who my dad was talking about him. But at any time, these guys, if they can string together 3 good rounds and go into the last round just coasting, they can all win majors. They can all rattle off 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm saying it's going to be so much harder for him. And the only advantage that he has is going to be the Masters because it's so hard to qualify for it because only 90 players. You don't get 140. There's only 90.
90 plus
the 120. Yeah. So take away a third of the competition. Then you got the people that are like grandfathered in if you won it, or if you finish the top 10, or like you win any of these other tournaments, like you're already in. So that's taking away spots from these other. It's just experience. That's the Masters. It's the experience. That's why Mickelson was always a threat. That's why Nicholas won it so late.
What was 49? He? 45, I think.
Was it 45? I thought he was 49,
was he older?
48 or 49 or something. Check that one. I know he was under 50.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only advantage, and that's why I say Tiger still has a thing. But like Tiger's leg is it almost got amputated from not his last car crash, but the previous one.
Oh, the idea. Yeah, I mean, even including Tiger
walking.
and
the camera never does it justice how high those the drops and the dips. Like, it's ridiculous.
That's what I was explaining. I was showing because Uncle Andy has created a monster.
He's getting you interested.
The roommate legitimately loves golf now. It's not even like at first I thought it was the supportive partner, just listening along, like yeah, oh that's great, honey, yeah, tell me more. And as she read a book or did something else. No, dude, as we were at the beach, as we were there on Saturday,
you were totally locked in.
So she would, I'm watching on the tablet. She would go play with the nieces. And then she would come back over and she's like, what I missed? What happened? Where are they at? It's getting to the, It's like
You're in your 40s now, buddy.
Careful
I'm
what you
just
wish
saying,
for.
You're 40.
you think you like the idea of having a life partner that can break down a 3-4 defense and the assignments of the defensive linemen on each call. You think you want someone who
and
loves
you know
sports.
which grass is on which pitch.
That's right. Yeah, but she pointed out she didn't realize until they showed a certain camera angle. I can't remember which hole it was, but it was how much higher the tee off
90
location
feet.
was down to the green.
Yeah.
And it was, you just can't see that.
It's almost a 10-story building.
Exactly. It's
Just drop.
insane.
If you've ever played Lock and Terror, the one where it's, I believe it's the second hole in the back nine, it's where you overlook Fiesta, Texas, and there's literally a 60-foot drop. It's one of my favorite holes where you can just bomb and try to hit 400. That's not even the furthest drop or elevation at the Masters.
Well, and even just
once you're sitting there looking at it, you're just like, it's amazing. It's like awe-inspiring.
the undulation of the greens too.
Just the elevation level that it changes, and it compares nothing to the Masters hole by hole by hole.
Quick, how many majors does Rory end up with when he retires?
9.
How many does Scotty end up with?
11.
I don't think I disagree. I kind of think those are the numbers. I think Rory is flirting for 9 to try to get to Gary Player, and I think Scotty's flirting with 11 to try to pass Hagen get. So then it would be Jack, Tiger, Scotty.
Yeah,
and I think I agree with you too. The odds of either one of them reaching those numbers probably about 1 in 5.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if they both play like we saw this weekend,
any given Sunday, it's not just a football term.
No, I think we're going to have. Not to mention, we need to get Scotty versus Rory in a Ryder Cup ASAP because
that's that dog, man. But
that's where I get excited about the next decade of the two of them playing golf. Before we get into some Spurs notes, you want to update us on a quick minute on your New York Yankees?
Yes.
Yeah, before you do that, I've got Wes Harkins chiming in here, and he says he can barely hear the cap, and then I look up and I notice, the mic's pointed at his chin and not his mouth.
Oh, would you look at that?
Can you hear me better?
Oh, actually, yeah, that is noticeable.
Well, first off, it was pointed like this, and then I'm like trying to like figure it out. Someone keeps it's the bear.
Don't
thing.
snap it off.
I'm gonna snap something.
Yeah.
It's in the other room.
Yeah.
Can you hear me better? Can
No,
you hear me better?
thank you, Wes. It's
Thank you,
funny.
Wes.
I never.
Look at Wes wanting to hear me more.
I was about to say,
it's a full 180.
I
between
never
us.
thought Wes would be complaining because he could barely hear the cap. Put him on the clock, LG. Let's get this minute out of the way.
As we are in a full meltdown today, just giving up homers like they're candy at a trick-or-treat party at Michael Jackson's house, I will take a walk-off win in extra innings yesterday.
Oh,
in
was
the
it a
most
big home
grandest.
run?
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. It was a glorious way. Ryan McMahon's up to bat on a 3-2. And what does Ryan McMahon do, who's in a big slump?
Hits it
He
430.
shut your mouth. He takes ball 4. The ball goes in the dirt, and the runner crosses home on a wild pitch. Yay, Yankees! Trout and Judge both hit 2 home runs in the game. They both awed at each other. What a glorious man. What a giant man of distinguished grandeur. Oh.
Okay, Trump.
Shut your mouth.
Sorry, I
You're
forgot.
making
My bad.
I rehearsed this.
You're killing it.
But the pitching is dying down. We need our 2 starters back. Go Yankees.
I've got a clip for you, LG. If you'll pull up that other clip I sent you from the post game interview, explain to me why everyone is mad at Jazz Chisholm.
Because he started this year saying he was going to go 50-50, 50 stolen bases, 50 home runs. And he's on a contract year. And it's like, why do you put more pressure on yourself? So, and then I think he has 5 or 6 errors at the moment. And now you're gonna show me a clip where you didn't understand what the rule was or blah blah blah.
Yeah, play the clip,
I don't know what
LG.
the rule is if I went to first base first and threw it back to second if it's still an out. Is it still a double play? I don't know. Does it count as not an RBI?
No, they'll score.
They'll still score?
They'll get there before the time occurs in second.
Well, where it was what I was trying to do in my mind probably wouldn't have worked anyway. I don't know what the rule is.
Yeah. So first off, what he was explaining was trying to get I don't know why the infield was set up like that. They had Bellinger in front of Jazz.
Yeah, they brought in.
And they had Jazz in the back to try to see if they could get a double, like set up for a double play, like a classic double play, which, I mean, you're blocking the view of your second baseman, which is basically exactly what happened on a little pop-up to the infield. And the Yankees, like once again, Boone just makes me so frustrated.
Is it Boone or is it your front office
That's
calling
who
the
said
shots?
That's set. No, I mean, front office is we didn't address the third baseman. McMahon is not the answer.
No, I'm suggesting Boone is just a puppet who's setting the lineups based on the front office.
Hank isn't built like how.
Well, it's not Hank. It's what's his name? It's Cashman.
Brian Cashman. Cashman is just the money man. He's trying to put the things there. It's Boone. Basically, Cashman's like, we're not going to spend that much more money because Hank is not going to. He's just not going to go after these big names. We got the pieces. We went to the World Series prior with Garrett Cole and all that stuff. Last year, we had injury bugs.
Also, I don't think it's Hank because
Sal.
I've got Hank in the Today in Sports and coming up later.
It's how.
It might be a celebration of sorts for Hank Steinbrenner today, and not the good kind.
Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
Jazz. That got sent to me multiple times by listeners to make sure that you saw that clip of your second baseman not understanding the rules of baseball.
No, I don't know what. So, context. Let's see what he was asked beforehand because I've seen that clip. And the thing was, he dropped the ball, and instead of throwing it to second to try to get a force, to try to get a double play because they needed 2 outs,
Right?
But they had a speedster on third, so
you weren't making the throw home.
There was
You were gonna
never
have to
a
turn.
chance. There was never a chance. So they probably asked him like, "Oh, why were you throwing it to first?" He's like, "Well, I thought I could throw it to first and then throw it to second, but because it wasn't a force, if the runner scores, does that runner count or does it in the inning with a double play?"
And the answer is
it scores.
it counts, right?
Yeah,
So,
because it's not a force.
yeah.
But that's where he was just like, I think the context was missed completely on that.
I think
And-
I think he's getting done a little dirty.
Jazz he's getting roasted for the fact that he's straight ass right now on a contract year, saying he's going 50-50, and he's batting like 100 something, like 180, 123. It's
And
ridiculous.
all of this to say, y'all are still leading the division, correct?
yes.
Okay. All right. You mentioned Trout and Judge going off. What was that?
Trout
last
hit another
night?
home run today.
Yeah,
Like,
he did. He went
God
park again.
bless.
So last night was the fourth game.
Hey, we scored a run.
Sarah Langs put this out. Last night was the fourth game in which 2 multi-time MVPs hit multiple home runs against each other.
Yeah.
So the 3 other times it had ever been done, 1956, Campanella and Musial, 1962, Maris and Mantle, and then 62 again, Maris and Mantle.
Well, yeah, they're on the same team, so it's really that's a lot easier than someone coming
Right.
from a different team.
No, that's
Yeah.
where I'm saying
Yeah.
this is even more impressive to
That's-
do it against. I phrased
Yeah.
it wrong. Not the stat isn't against each other. This one was obviously against each other. But yeah, I tend to agree with you. I mean, it's not a good look from Jazz Chisholm to answer in the way he did because, as Aaron Boone said when a reporter asked him, about Jazz Chisholm not knowing the rules. Aaron Boone said he knows the rules. He just needs to do a better job at answering y'all's questions.
Exactly. That's where I like context. How did the question get framed? And the thing was, if he didn't get blocked out by Bellinger, he could have caught that ball and tried to make the play at first, which would have been an inning double play, go on to the next extra inning. But no, it's let's go ahead and put someone in front of him. Like, that's stupid as God. Anyway, the Yankees, they need to get their crap together, man.
So that right now, as we sit here, there are 3 teams in all of baseball that have a win percentage higher than 60% right now.
3 teams?
3 teams.
The Dodgers?
No.
The Dodgers they've been losing. Did y'all beat the Dodgers?
So the Dodgers are at a 58.8%.
Did y'all win the series?
No, we got one. We took one on Sunday. Bullpen imploded. Max Muncy hit 3.
Yeah, I saw Muncy went off.
Yeah, one of them being, he hit 3 home runs, the last one being a walk-off. That was Friday night. And then Saturday they lost. They got the
way to get production out of your 6th hitter.
They got the game on Sunday though with DeGrom starting. But no, the Dodgers. Oh no, I looked at my bad. I looked at the wrong. Dodgers 75%. Dodgers are leading.
To say, dude.
No. I was looking at the team I'll get to here in a second. The Dodgers are one of them. Yes, 75%.
And the Guardians.
No. Guardians have slipped. Guardians are at that 58.8%.
So Yankees.
No, Yankees are at 56%. I'll give you a hint. There's a trend here. There's not anyone on the side of the bracket you just listed.
Oh, is it all NL?
It is
West?
all national. It is Dodgers, Padres are second highest at 63%. And then the streaking Pittsburgh Pirates. The only other team
Mr.
in
Skeens
all
doing
of baseball.
work.
So all of this talk, I know we're less than 20 games into the season.
Let's freak out, man. You know
But
what I'm saying?
all of this talk about the Dodgers running baseball and the 2 teams with the highest win percentage in all of baseball are the Dodgers and the Pirates. With the Padres tied with Pittsburgh.
With the
as
Pirates
well.
has 1/16 of the Dodgers salary.
Exactly. Padres aren't as high in salary anymore as they were 3 years ago. They've dropped down. Padres, I don't even think are Padres aren't, I know they're not top 10.
Nah, they got to be. I think they're bottom 20, like in the mid 20s.
I think I was looking at it earlier, and I think they're 22nd. If I remember, no, I take that back. They're all the way back up to 7th. They have jumped back up.
7th in payroll. The Pirates.
No, the Padres.
Oh, the Padres. Oh, yeah, because they got Machado. They got Fernando.
Yeah,
Tatis.
but I thought they had.
They bought a bunch of. They went out and did work this season getting pitching.
Yeah,
They opened the Brinks truck for Machado back in the day.
yeah. Well, I mean, the Machado, the Tatis Jr., but there hasn't been. They've stayed almost at that same number, and other teams have passed them. Is what I was thinking. I was thinking there was more teams. Do you know who has the most losses in all of baseball right now?
The Rockies.
Nope. It's an American League team.
American League.
It's from that division that I told you I kind of thought was just going to be ass this year.
Athletics.
No, the
Because they took
Athletics.
2 out of 3.
They did. They got smoked last night by the Rangers. Athletics are in second place in the American League West.
God. So that is it.
The White Sox are
White
6-10. The Red Sox are 6-10.
Yeah.
And the Houston Astros are 6-11. Astros, most losses in baseball.
Let's bang that
right
trash
now.
can for them.
Yeah, again, small sample size. It's early.
Yeah, it's early.
It would not shock me to see the Astros or the Mariners climb all the way all the way back from 3.5 games out in mid-April.
Unsurmountable lead.
That's right, exactly. You want to talk some Spurs as we move in?
Go Spurs.
We'll do some Spurs notes, tie it into a main seggy, talk some NBA playoffs. So we were last Thursday, last Thursday night. We didn't know for certain which game Wemby was going to play in, but
You called it.
it felt like he was going to play in the
You like a 40 burger,
in
like
the
on
Mavs
the way
game.
out.
It was a nice way to go out, or not go out, but hit the 65 game mark, go out
To get
from the
eligible.
regular season. Yeah. But they split the games. They destroyed the Mavs 139-120 Friday night, and then lost to the 28-118. And obviously, one of those games is worth talking about a lot more than the other.
So
Tell
my
me.
question is, do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing that we didn't even try to get in, to try to get Denver not to be in our second round? If everything goes as planned,
Sure. Yeah, not getting too far ahead, but
Well, you should have done more.
you should have done
you know,
more.
he said we
As
for the
a
Rangers
member-
like a couple times, and I didn't
Well,
say
I'm
anything.
I'm a member of the Rain. I'm a member of the Dr. Pepper Jr. fan club. I am a member of the Texas Rangers
I'm
organization.
gonna slap a junior
I have
in a
my
second.
card. I'm a card carrying
Jesus
member
Christ. LG,
since
you
1991.
you are the father from Euphoria.
It
man.
goes all the way back.
just up my.
You watch Euphoria and you're complaining about the Kardashians and Coachella. You have no consistency
Man,
to
that
your
little
life
that
whatsoever.
that little kid ashtray is a G. I don't know, man.
You have no consistency. No, I don't. It's hard to say that the Spurs didn't do anything because it's not like the Nuggets did either. Jokic only played the first half. He played 20 minutes to get to his 65 game mark, and then he bounced.
Do you think if we mounted a comeback at all that Joker wasn't coming back off that bench?
I absolutely do. It was a 6-point game halfway through the fourth quarter when they started coming back. I mean, they made multiple runs to get it back under single digits, and Jokic never even reached to take off the warm up.
Not gonna lie, I missed it. I watched the first half. I didn't watch the second half.
Oh, so you watched the first half where the Spurs went scoreless for 8 minutes and 45 seconds while the Nuggets went on a 22-0 run.
Now I was like,
Yeah, and then you were like, all right, it's time for round one. We'll see.
I forgot what I was watching. Maybe it was Euphoria.
We'll see. It probably was you.
I had to like the third season looks like it's good, man. I had to see what all the hype was about, and
Wait, does that infer that you watched season 1 and 2?
yeah,
Oh my God.
it's very artistic, man. I'm a thespian.
I'm sure it is. I'm
I'm
sure.
a thespian.
You know, I apologize. I haven't taken the time to appreciate it. It's
The whole the end of the second season, they did a whole play in theater, and I was like, oh, it kind of was like that.
okay. This is
Oh, the
making
nostalgia.
yeah. I was about to say this
The
is making
nostalgia.
more and more sense.
It was chaos back in the curtains, man.
I'm sure it had nothing to do with Sydney Sweeney's physique, and it was
No.
all the one act play memories.
Hey, I love me some memories. You know what I'm saying? Some big old memories.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But like that face, man, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of those eyes. Just not my cup of tea.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So
What was it? There was a poll like it peak Cameron Diaz or peak Sydney Sweeney, which is I guess is right now. Who would you rather?
okay. 100% of the responses to said poll would take either. That's it's not.
Well, you got to pick one. That's the whole point of the game.
That's my whole point. That's what I'm saying.
Would I take
is-
either? Yes.
Right. So why are we?
No, but this is the game. You pick one. Don't be a little spoiled sport over here.
No, it's
Pick
not a
one.
spoiled
Peak
sport.
Cameron Diaz.
I just don't want to hear
or peak
some
Sydney Sweeney.
incel explain to me why one of those is better than the other. Not you.
Oh no! Well, of course I'm not.
I
an
didn't use
incel,
left
like-
hand. I used right hand. No, you have a kid. You have proof. The right hand is the universal.
It's my stepson, man.
Well, it still counts.
Yes.
Half incel. No, I don't. I'm
I
not
want
putting,
the answer. I want the answer.
The answer is I don't put a whole lot of stock.
Is it because
in-
the roommate's in the other room and you don't want her to know?
No, I'm saying I'm answering. I'm in the middle of an answer. I don't put a whole lot of stock into the Spurs worrying about who they're going to play in the second round of the playoffs. I don't think they went into that game Sunday with the idea smooth, right? I don't think they went into that game Sunday talking about how we have to beat Denver today so we can avoid them in the second round. That's losers mentality. I think they went into that game and said, let's get out of this healthy. Let's get ready for the first round where we know we're going to play either
We don't care who
Phoenix or Portland.
We don't care who we're playing. We're going to beat. We're going to have home court advantage unless we get the Thunder in the finals, Western Conference Finals.
Conference Finals.
You know, we don't care. And we got home court advantage and we'll do business. So I see Wemby mounting that charge. But is that smart? I always say 60% of any game is mental. So what's the strategy here? Like, do you play with strategy or you just play with pure balls?
Well,
like our favorite coach from Detroit. Go for it on fourth down. Oh, Dan Campbell himself.
Oh, yeah.
The big old ball man himself.
Or the last chance you guy that never punts. Yeah.
I never punt.
Literally. I think we're also not giving enough credence to the idea that it might be Minnesota waiting for the Spurs in the second round. I'm not so ready to rubber stamp Denver as the winner of that series to begin with. I mean, I think Denver has some serious depth questions when it comes to how they match up against Minnesota.
I think Minnesota's loving the fact that they're getting talked over.
Of course
so
they
much.
are. And they're also loving the fact that this is a Denver team they've beaten in a playoff series in the last 3 years. It's a Denver team that they have the size to match up with Jokic more than any other team in the West outside. No, not, I would say more than any other team.
You know, I just had a light bulb moment, a little epiphany.
Yeah.
Maybe the Spurs did this on purpose to amp up Minnesota to play Denver in the first round.
Or at least to
because
know.
they're like, oh, now we're going to play the Spurs and it's going to be Joker and Wemby. And we don't even play Wemby being like, yeah, you're definitely going to be playing Minnesota.
Whether it's to amp up Minnesota or whether it's to ensure that whatever team they play in the second round is going to have to go through a first round series that beats them the hell up.
Yeah.
Because that's what this Denver Minnesota series is by far the most appetizing matchup of the first round, and it's not even close.
That might be some 4D chess moves right there. I'm not gonna lie.
That conspiracy, I could put some
It's
brain
like,
cell.
Let's put some little oomph into a little ant right now. Let's make him Ant-Man, Super Ant.
Barring injury, that series goes 6, probably 7 between Minnesota and Denver. I mean, I really think, again, going back to the Spurs mentality on specifically on the game from Sunday, I don't think there was a whole lot of thought to try to manipulate the Western Conference bracket as much as there was the realization that you're going to have to beat whoever emerges from that series one way or another.
Let's focus on the first round.
Exactly.
You know,
and that's where,
how do we focus on the first round? Being healthy.
Exactly.
Which I did like to see Stephon Castle out there playing. That tells me that if there was anything wrong with him, he wouldn't be playing.
No, yeah, there would be no reason to.
So I think he
put
was
him
like,
out
he's
there.
like, I feel good. I'm 100%. Let me get some reps in before, game one.
As James Brown say, I feel good. I make music good. And I make love good too. So right now, Heat and Hornets are in overtime.
Oh,
Hornets up by 2. 125,
Come on,
123. So as soon as that game ends, we'll get the start of Portland and Phoenix from Phoenix, the home team in that 7-8 matchup. Winner of that game will be who the Spurs play starting Sunday night, 8 o'clock tip-off, where I believe
Do you think Portland's got a chance?
I believe one of the members of this program will be not paying to be in the building Sunday night, but actually getting paid.
Yeah, he's
to
gonna
be-
he's gonna steal me a game worn jerk too.
Yeah,
right?
see, here we go. There you taking every chance you can to threaten.
Well, I mean, you play for the team, right?
Yeah, see,
So
just-
you should be able to get one yourself.
Yeah, what time's shoot
I didn't
around?
even
What
say
time's shoot
anything.
around, big guy? What
I
time
didn't
are
even
we?
say anything.
Since
Time
I
are we doing
corrected
the
you, I
walkthrough?
counted 37 wees.
37.
I'm gonna
Man,
start
those-
playing a buzzer every time you use we or our.
That's a good bit. Well, actually, the buzzer might be a
That
bad
better go for
bit
both of us.
because it'll get annoying. It'll get frustrating.
Don't give me the Breaking Bad.
Yeah, to play.
You know, he
37.
told me this rule like a couple months ago. So it was like I could have been practicing this whole year, but no, he's just like, that's a big faux pas.
Well, look,
You're not
it's
supposed to say
playoffs.
that.
It's playoffs now. So now
I'm trying, but
now it's the
The
real
Spurs
the real time for professionalism.
are they preparing?
Pronouns matter, buddy.
37 times.
Damn liberal.
What a count. Yeah.
You that bored in there counting that?
Yeah, that's what that tells me the
You
content
need to be more involved in the show, sir.
is true. Well, are you kidding me? That's the kind of involvement. LG,
I
hey,
think that's a fake number.
keep doing what you're doing, Playboy.
That's
You're killing it in
That's
there.
That's fake news.
Killing it. No, you asked me who do I think I think Portland has a chance tonight? I think they do because like this, oh my goodness, the Heat are up now. Heat are up by 1 over the Hornets. Like these play-in games, there's not a whole lot of separation between the 7 seed and the 10 seed anyway. I mean, they're bad teams. They're teams that are too bad to tank or too good to tank, but too bad to be anywhere close to the upper tier of their respective conferences. Which makes me say absolutely. Portland could win the game by 15 tomorrow night. Or later tonight, I mean.
Yeah, tonight. So you got
Do I think they will?
Is
No.
Scoot coming off the bench or is he a starter?
Oh, he's back.
So who is guarding Booker?
Well,
Everybody?
Tamari, the
they're-
career year defensive guy, but has now started scoring this year. He's up to like 14 a game, something like that.
okay. Nice.
But still, I mean, that's where I was, Uncle Andy and I were talking about it on the show earlier today on Ticket. And when it comes to what I've seen so far in these one-off play-in matchups, it is, and it looks like the Hornets are going to win 127-126. So the Heat are out of the play-in now.
So
No, but when it comes to these
is
one-off
this for
matchups,
8th or is this for 6th and 7th?
This
I mean,
game-
I mean 8th and 7th.
the Suns Trailblazers game is for the 7 seed.
Okay.
That game, the Hornets Heat, was
For the
to
8
stay
seed.
alive. That was the 9-10 matchup in the East. So they're flipping it. They're alternating it. So
So confused.
it's stick with it. Stick with me. Don't get tired, head.
Why do they make it so difficult, man?
Yeah, I usually lean which team has the best individual player in the matchup. And that's why I lean the Suns tonight, because Devin Booker, I think, is going to be the best player on the court
Yeah.
throughout tonight
Suns
anytime
up
he's in the game.
13-7.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago that the Suns were the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Now, I know the team looked very different.
There was someone named KD on that team.
Was he on the 1 seed one? I thought they had.
I know he came the year after.
He came the year after, and that
Yeah.
because the 1 seed it was Chris Paul and Devin Booker, but Devin Booker was the main, and obviously, a Suns legend at this point, but never able to get back close to the success of his early career there. It feels like a bit of a waste of everybody's time to spend a whole lot of energy and breath previewing Blazers Suns, because best case scenario, either one of those teams forces the Spurs to a 6-game series.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. What I'm excited about is on Sunday, we are trying to get something. I'm talking about me and Puma, guy.
Oh, yeah, that was
that was an early buzzer.
Yeah, that was an early.
That was an early buzzer. You feel good about yourself?
I just needed to hear what it sounded like.
Yeah,
I
you feel good about yourself
I
there,
just
buddy?
edited that buzzer
You
to
feel
make
good,
it short. Yeah.
I love the fact that the first one
That
was
was a
his
test.
mistake.
That was a
The
test.
first one was his mistake.
No. We were just testing the technology.
Yeah, I was testing it
Pronoun.
out.
Oh, wait, I didn't mean to pronoun you. Their mistake. The first one was there. Him there. Him, they there. But no.
Just a test.
Just a test.
Actually, that one was a misfire.
But it was we as in Puma and I. I'm going to keep. Man, the room's not that far away. I will take a break.
Just do the show.
Just do the show, bitch, man. It keeps buzzing me, man. It's really throwing me off. I feel like, what was it? Oh, Dennis in the Family Feud episode. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Ugh, don't like that buzzer.
Don't like
Don't like that buzzer.
Yeah, don't like that.
Don't do that again. But we're going to try to do something of going out on location. We'll have some more information with you hopefully Thursday and lock something down.
Yeah, we're gonna get out. If nothing else, if we don't do a show, we'll get out and watch some of the games
And we can
throughout
post some content on Instagram, something
Yeah.
like that. None of y'all signing up on TikTok, so I'm not putting anything on there until y'all start signing up on it.
Hey, the YouTube shorts are looking good though.
Yeah, we can do some.
Yeah, we could definitely.
I got reamed about how to title and do stuff 3 minutes before we went on the air. and
Well,
I'm
you
like,
call it reamed. Others might say
He hurts my feelings.
Educated.
Yeah, educated. That's
No, because you don't
That's what
show
I
me.
would-
There's no education there. You got to show your work.
what are
You know?
you a hands-on learner? You can't.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
Well, we have faith in you. You'll figure it out.
I have faith that buzzer's gonna break someone's.
So
I'm about to
Sunday-
get all FCD'd out.
8:00 Sunday will be game 1.
I love how we're prime time.
So if we're is it? Let me ask you this. So
As me and Puma, when I said that,
there you go.
See, you missed
There's-
it.
Yeah, there you go. So technically, the Thunder are getting the premier time slot on Sunday.
because it's the 4:00 and that's supposed to
It's
be
like 2:30 Sunday afternoon. But
Nighttime's the right time, baby.
yeah, I was about to say, I whenever I saw the schedule drop, I was much more excited about the Spurs playing at night on Sunday and we don't have any dates past that yet.
So I'm thinking like somebody's gonna get a two game break, like out of.
Oh yeah, well they always stretch it because I mean if we're
They
just
want to put everything on prime time or some kind of stream.
they don't want anything going against any of the games. So if they play Sunday, you can pretty much be.
Maybe it's Tuesday.
I think it's Wednesday. I think it would be a 2-day gap,
Oh yeah, that would be 2 games.
and then they would end up playing Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, and you only get 3 games in the first week of the playoff. But that's how it's been the last few years.
Yeah.
Maybe you could hope for a Sunday, Tuesday, but then you're getting Friday or Saturday anyway. There's no way they squeeze 4 games into
How many
one
back to backs did the Spurs get this year?
Well, it felt like they were they didn't
They were
get
getting squeezed all over.
not only the back-to-backs, but they also weren't getting more than 2 days of rest
Yeah, no.
between game anytime. Like it happened one time after the All-Star break. But speaking of the back-to-backs and the schedule and everything, shout out Keldon and Julian.
Ironman.
KJ and Champagny both played 82 games this year.
Didn't Harrison Barnes play 81? He just missed that.
He had that one that he
game.
missed. Yeah.
Because he had the longest active streak, and then now it's somebody else, and Champagne's right behind them.
Oh yeah, and you mean around
Active.
the whole league?
Yeah, active.
Yeah. Yeah, the old Iron Man streak. Yeah, they. I saw the pictures of them giving Keldon and Champagne the 82 jersey framed.
I always like that perfect attendance record. You get at the end of the school year,
Well,
and then I
it's-
realized I was a big nerd.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, or my mom was just like, "This is free babysitting, bitch. Get your ass to school."
As somebody who had to do multiple days of detention or Saturday school because I had so many unexcused
Oh, I learned that in high
absences.
school. Yeah,
My house
I went
was
to Saturday school one time, and I'm like, I'm never doing this again. I don't care.
it was my house right here, a practice football field,
Oh my
and then the high school campus right here. And
Yeah, I forget
this
it's such a small town.
this might be
here.
hard for you to believe.
Yeah.
But most days I didn't make it to school until about third period. It was about 10:30. I would come walking across the football practice field. And then once they told me, it was like, yeah, one more of those. And like,
Oh man.
well, how bad can it be? And
It sucked at MacArthur because we had it was such spread out like a campus. So when I skipped, I'm like walking past like other classrooms when nobody's supposed to be out. And my freshman year world history teacher, Mr. Sweeney, in my junior year, snitched me out while I was skipping for like the 80th time that year.
Oh, the shirt Nazi.
The shirt Nazi and the pedo who kept looking down on the other girls' shirts. And like I called him out on it, and he sent me to the principal's office during my midterm.
well, how can he know what shouldn't be allowed to be worn if he's not getting a good look at it?
As
that's-
he's leaning all the way over,
like-
damn near drooling
I-
on these little girls.
I need
was
to
like-
make sure.
I was
that-
like, Sweeney, quit looking down his shirt, you gross old man.
It was like,
and he
straight to
was
the principal.
so red, just beat red, and just from then on, it was a ongoing war for about 3 years.
Beat red might have been a poor choice of words there in the
Beat it.
yeah.
Beat it.
Speaking of the Michael documentary, you have anything else on the Spurs before we look at the rest of the playoffs here?
In the words of the great Bart Scott, can't wait.
Can't wait. Yeah, that's my biggest takeaway. You mentioned, we're going to try to do some stuff out, in the public for the games. That's what I'm looking forward to, because obviously I know like you and LG, have already spent the majority of your lives here in San Antonio. I know, a bunch of y'all watching, listening, born and raised, and are never going to leave.
Damn, that sounds like a jab, dude.
Oh, I mean it. No, like
You're never gonna leave.
if I was born in, I never would have spent I've paid rent in 11 cities in Texas. If this had been the first one, that would be one. That list.
I'm trying as hard as I can to get out of here.
Yeah.
See, LG. Well,
give LG an opportunity, and he's
LG,
gone.
LG would live in Pyongyang if they gave him a tourist visa, just because he likes to see the world. That was also like the most read Pyongyang.
Pyongyang. Is that a real city? LG. Is that,
LG,
is that
give me the
country?
better pronunciation.
I don't know.
The
That's
capital
the
of
capital of South Korea, isn't it? Or
capital of North Korea. Yeah, pretty sure it's Pyongyang.
I believe it's whatever Kim Jong Un calls it.
Yeah, I'm also hesitant to try to get to translation accurate without sounding like I'm trying to do a bad Asian voice, like it's like sometimes like when you like talk about like Marseille or Vienna or you start talking like I'm more than happy to do the European ones, but once we start listing Asian cities, I start to get a little self-conscious.
I just watched that
Get a little
Instagram
nervous.
famous girl doing a speech where it's like, I want to be ninja.
Yeah, see that's where.
And she does a whole song of just
Do you remember the
epitome and
SNL
stereotype.
skit they were still doing 10 years ago where it was the white students in high school doing the Japanese culture club?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, guys, this is, I guess we found The one culture
That
we
hits the
can
nail
still
on the head in
punch
suburbia
down on.
America. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, and they're-
you want to come to anime club, and it's nothing but white people.
And it was like set in Minnesota or somewhere,
And
if
now
I
it's-
remember right.
now it's part of black culture now.
Yeah, you know, it's we all
Way to
we
make it
all
cool,
share.
guys.
We all share. Now, main Segi, let's burn through the rest of the NBA playoff matchups now, because we do know with the Hornets winning, they will advance to play the loser of Sixers Magic, which will be tomorrow night. So that you're going to have Pistons as the 1 seed in the East. They're going to play either the Hornets or the loser of Sixers Magic.
So the Hornets are the 8th seed.
Or yes, yeah, that's right. Well, they're not guaranteed the 8th seed.
They still got to have a playing game to get the 8th seed.
Correct, because they won the 9-10 game, and that means they get a chance to beat the loser of the 7-8 game.
And that is the
Sixers Magic.
And
yeah.
the Magic is reeling right now.
They are, but the Sixers won't have Embiid because his appendix exploded.
Wasn't that the game like right after us?
Pretty close. Yeah, it wasn't that. Wasn't
I mean,
that
after
long.
the Spurs?
There you go. There's another one. Keep the count running. I don't think no matter who the Pistons play, whether it's Sixers, Magic, or Hornets, it doesn't feel like that's going to be. I mean, Pistons untested in the same way the Spurs are with this group. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier. The thing I'm most excited for, talking about all of y'all, who have been in the city, longer than I have. It's when I moved here in 2011, it was instantly thrown into the culture of San Antonio in the sense that, the roommate and I moved here in the middle of Fiesta.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what Fiesta was. We quickly understood that you get free coffee when the Spurs win a playoff game. I had no idea what that, and obviously lived in cities where people care about the sports teams, but hadn't seen, like
The honking and
all of it,
going down
everything
Commerce.
that goes
Yeah.
along with it. A guy with a giant Spurs flag on the back of a Crown Vic going 65 down I-10. Exactly that guy.
See, that's where the ridiculousness, the ridiculousness of like the Spurs winning playoffs or going honking has been overshadowed with the political sphere of people being ridiculous for politics. Keep it in sports.
Yeah, keep it fanatical.
Please let the fanatics just be sports fans again. That's all I'm saying. Because right now, that used to be the thing. It's like you dress up, you eat little cow dung for the Philly fans in there.
I'll tell you. Oh yeah,
That
that
one.
was a horse. It was a horse turd.
Whatever
they ate.
turd it
It was
was.
the cop horse.
Turd went in mouth.
I'll say this on the beach. Not nearly as many political flags as there were.
Because they all know who they were. You better not put up a Biden
It
flag.
just
up and
feels
down.
no, God. No, and that's the other thing. Like,
That's
if
how you get
you're-
a hurricane hit you.
The only thing worse than having a political flag in general would be having a Biden. Like, just imagine what that would like. What do you like? That's absurd. That's ridiculous.
You
to
got the
even think
golf
about.
cart brigade coming after you.
So
Everything just
stupid.
Egging your house.
But I say all of that. That's what I'm most excited for. Is
Yeah.
I don't care whether it's the Suns or the Blazers.
Oh, you're gonna be right
I
down in
don't
that
care if
action.
it's the Nuggets or the T-Wolves in the second round.
Yeah.
I don't care if we get the matchup we all want with the just the fact that after 7 years now,
Yeah.
I got here in 2011 and it's been half and half. The whole first half of the time I've lived here, it was getting thrown right into the culture and customs of
And we're trying to get our fifth.
Spurs
you know?
playoff basketball. Exactly. Saw the championship in 2013 or 14.
Yeah, the meltdown
Saw the
we had.
meltdown
Like,
in 13.
the
saw
city
the
was
championship.
crushed when the Spurs lost.
Exactly.
Out. Oh my
and
God, we were crushed.
being like that's what I'm excited for again. Being at Oyster Bake this weekend and hearing people in the crowd talking about like, oh, we're gonna have to take care. We're going to have to cover Devin
Everybody's
Booker.
locked in on the Spurs. man.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
Every single person. That's what
I
I'm
saw
excited
like a
about.
flag that was beat down by the sun and looked for like 20 years. It was brown. It wasn't black. And I'm like, man, way to keep the tradition going. I loved it. It was all tattered and everything, a little car flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was, oh man, I loved it. But
It's good to have that back. So
hey,
that's
I will tell you, if you're ever on the north, so like we might be on the north side when the Spurs win a playoff game, they go honking up here too, buddy. All of a sudden, you just yeah. Everywhere you go, just honk, 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 and it's just like, and everybody's like, yeah.
I think you're just describing a-hole pretentious north side drivers that just honk at everybody for the slightest thing.
No, they're going for the Spurs.
Oh,
They're-
okay,
they have the
okay.
windows down.
Okay.
They're rocking it. It's
Okay.
right after the Spurs game.
Okay.
I mean, it's totally different, but I'm just saying they do it all over the city. Get the point. Get the point, bro.
Well, get my point that I'm attacking you, elitist north side. No. Rest of the Eastern Conference, Celtics shouldn't struggle with whoever wins that Sixers Magic game. I think a lot of people are kind of expecting the Celtics to now be back in the NBA Finals with
They're
Tatum.
probably the favorite in the East, right?
They definitely are the betting favorite right now. Yeah, they definitely are. The Knicks Hawks series.
Damn Hawks, man.
It's that pick's not. It's not.
God.
They climbed all the way to the 6th seed.
So does that just mean they get one ping pong ball, or
No, it means they'll be locked in at what would that be like?
they don't even get a ping pong ball?
No ping pong balls. They'll end up being. It'll be like the 22nd pick. 20.
They would definitely change the rules.
20th pick?
if the
Something like
if
that?
if the Hawks went like they had another crap year, and then we end up the Spurs end up getting like another
remember,
top 5 pick. out
That's
of
what
it.
happened with the Mavs last year.
Yeah,
They
they
first
had the least odds.
they lose in the playing game to retain their ping pong balls.
That's why it's rigged.
And then, of course, it's rigged. That conspiracy, it's been rigged since Ewing. Actually, probably even before that. The Knicks Hawks series, I think it's similar to the Nuggets T-Wolves series to me, where the Knicks are definitely the better team, just like Denver is the better team over Minnesota. But that matchup does not favor the better team in that series. Atlanta is a tough individual matchup for New York. It's
You don't-
just
man, the experience.
that's what I was about to say. I mean, I think Minnesota has a
So
much
instead
better
of a
chance.
sweep, they're gonna go 5 or 6.
I think it'll go 6. I think it'll go 6. Yeah. And then Cavs Raptors. I don't really know what to tell you about that series because I don't think. I
the
think
Cavs should, like, with their experience,
Right.
with Devin Mitchell being a vet now. He's in his early 30s, right?
Yeah, he's all the way to
And
30,
Raptors are just
31.
playing. They're playing on pure skill because they got a bunch of youngins who's their rookie that they had a stout rookie from this year. I don't know his name. It's a weird one.
The which one? I'm trying to think of which one.
It's like,
you're-
I think it starts with something with an I or Ebis something. Man, I don't know.
I mean, they're kind of capped out at that weird, like in between where, I mean, their first pick this year was Colin Murray Boyles, the athletic, defensive minded big man. But I mean, they've got players that take you to a certain ceiling, but you're never going to be in the top 4. And, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, their biggest value.
Maybe I'm
piece.
thinking of that Corn Boyles. I was like,
Colin Murray Boyles.
The hyphenated name always gets me.
Yeah, and then Barrett and Quickly. Mamushkili, the former Spur on the Raptors as well. If you're a Cavaliers fan and you see the Pistons make the jump they do this year, you see the Celtics without Tatum all year be the 2 seed. I think you're really frustrated with the fact that you're a 4 seed this season when your expectations for the last 3 years with this current group.
Yeah.
You know, Mobley, Mitchell.
Especially with Halliburton and Tatum going down. They thought it was going to be the Knicks and them.
Right. And,
You know?
yeah, they thought they were going to be the team that filled that power vacuum. And then they go out and do the weird trade out of nowhere for James Harden at the deadline.
Yeah, that was, man. Yeah, because Harden's a winner.
Well, he's certainly a buckets getter, and
He's a strip club entrepreneur.
yeah, but in Cleveland, maybe the lack of
But that was the whole point. Oh wait, was he better with the crappier strip
no,
clubs?
he was better in the cities that had
the better
strip
strip club.
clubs. Yeah.
He should have went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
He would have been an MVP year.
It feels like he's destined to retire with the Hawks eventually. But if the Cavs don't win that series, they've got it. They're blowing things up
Oh, yeah.
roster
They
wise.
got to.
Because that would be 3 years now. With
Like, does Devin go out chasing a ring, taking league like low contracts just because he wants to win one?
who?
Devin Mitchell.
Oh, Donovan. Yeah,
Donovan
Mitchell.
Mitchell,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, he's still far away from that. I mean, we're not to the point of.
To be actually impactful, I think he's only got 4 more years.
No, he doesn't turn 30 till September.
I thought he was okay.
No, I thought he was 31 already, but advanced.
These kids got 10 years, 11 years in this league before they turn 30, and it's like where's my life gone?
Well, that's how time works, Cap. I'm unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but
Like LeBron, I was a teenager when LeBron came in the league.
you're 2 hours older than you were when we started this show. As I look at the schedule.
I had a tight hour.
For the Western Conference, we talked about, of course, Thunder will play. Well, I'll ask you this: Clips, Warriors tomorrow night. You gotta say Clippers,
Clips, yeah.
right? But do either one of those teams beat the loser of tonight's game? Suns are up 33-31 after one quarter in that game.
Do any of them beat I think the Clippers can definitely beat the Suns.
I do too.
I think that's definitely Kawhi shuts down Booker. They always get frustrated when Booker's not going off.
I think you end up seeing the Clippers.
Draymond's going to be on Booker. Like, that's the key. Like, who else is scoring that ball? Dylan Brooks? No.
I think the Suns win tonight.
Yeah.
Suns play the Spurs. And then I think the Clippers beat the Warriors tomorrow night. And then the Clippers beat the Blazers and end up being the 8th seed. And you have Thunder versus Clippers.
And I'd love that matchup.
At least that's how I played it out in my NBA 2K franchise last night because I simulated through the playoffs.
Did you even play it, or you just like?
No, I just ran it.
and you're
Just
like,
simulated.
Let's see what the
I wanted to get-
algorithm says.
I wanted to get to the draft.
Let's see what AI picks to win.
So I ran it. Since you're asking, thank you for asking.
Didn't ask.
I simulated the
Sure as hell
playoffs.
didn't ask for this.
I simulated the playoffs an even 10 times. 3 times the Spurs made it to the NBA Finals. 5 times they made it to the conference finals. So 2K says 50% chance conference finals, 1 out of 3 chance in the NBA Finals. 2 of those 3 times they won the final. So
Now you're gonna have me thinking about AI's like thing. Every time like we lose, it's
not AI.
The Spurs lose a game, or anytime the Thunder win
it's
the
not
game,
AI, it's a
I'm
simulation.
gonna be like, damn, Puma in a simulation. It's just gonna be in the back of my head. 9.
So Thunder beat
9.
whoever they play. Spurs, we're saying, are going to beat the Suns or the Blazers, whoever they play. We talked about Nuggets T-Wolves, which we both think is going to be a physical, long series.
Yeah.
The series that is completely being overlooked is Lakers-Rockets, the 4-5, because the Lakers aren't going to have anybody.
Is Luka?
They say he's returning from Spain today or tomorrow, where he's been undergoing some treatment Like
Or they
Kobe,
can't do in the U.S.
Kobe going to get the stem cell treatment. Exactly. Something similar Luka's been doing. But
Reeves coming back.
no, I think they're both, I think there's a good chance they both miss this series entirely. If they do come back,
They
it'll
don't
be.
think LeBron can win one game against like a 3-game and just go down 2-1 and then have them all rested and come back for a game 4.
LeBron 10 years ago? Yes. LeBron in his early 40s?
I think he can muster one game that will them to one game win.
If he does, it'll be because this Rockets team is so fraudulent. It'll mean
And
more
only
about,
KD can score.
as KD told us a month ago in a post-game press conference where he flat out said, you guys see it. I'm the offense. There's if I'm not scoring, then we're not doing anything. So I would say the Lakers.
I'm just spitting facts, man.
I would say the Lakers somehow losing a game in this series
Yeah.
against a Luka and Reeves-less, like that would be more about the Rockets than LeBron or the Lakers. I think the Rockets win that series in 5 because there's just not going to be enough time for the Lakers to get reinforcements back, which would set up pretty interesting Thunder Rockets matchup and a really interesting Spurs versus either Nuggets or T-Wolves.
So
It's going to be a great playoffs. The way it's set up, I think we're going to get the first round could be a snoozer outside of 1 or 2 series, but I think the second round is set up to be slugfest on both sides of the bracket.
First round would be the Clippers for the Thunder.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be.
All right, that's everything. If they beat the Warriors,
And then beat the loser of this Blazers
Yeah.
Suns game.
And then the second round would be either the Rockets, if everything works out, the Rockets or the Lakers.
Right. Yeah.
Man, what a cupcake kind of way to the thing,
That's what happens when you get the number 1 seed. That's kind of the benefit of being the number 1 seed. That's kind of the incentive to try to be the number one seed. That's how brackets work. That's like Duke getting to
You
play
get to
a
play the
16
eighth best team and not the 7th best team.
Did you see one more NBA note for you before we do lightning round? The Spurs stats department put this out here. The only 60-win teams in NBA history that didn't have a single player average more than 31 minutes a game. You can probably see where I'm going with this.
Is it just Spurs and another Spurs team?
That's correct. It's the Spurs this year, and it's that 2013-2014 Spurs team that we were talking about earlier that ended up winning the championship. The only 60-win teams in NBA history without a single player averaging more than 31 minutes a game.
Another good stat. A new NBA record, 3 40-point games in under 30 minutes for one Victor Wembanyama.
That's an NBA record?
Yeah. To get 40 points in under 30 minutes?
Yeah. No, it's
And 3 of them
yeah.
in 1 year?
Yeah, that's incredibly impressive.
That's ridiculous.
about
One of them was 26 minutes
And
against
that
the
was,
Lakers.
you know which one that was? That was the 50-point game.
Yeah, with the Lakers.
He scored 50
Yeah.
in 26 minutes.
29 minutes against Golden State Warriors, and then 26 minutes with the Dallas Mavs.
Who did that?
That was the 50. That was the 50
Victor
pointer.
Wembanyama.
Victor
Yeah.
who?
Victor Wembanyama.
Oh.
Try
Yeah.
again, buddy.
Now he's found something else. I can't help you here, buddy. It's either
Wembanyama.
okay.
Try
it's-
again.
It's either Wemby. It's either Wemby or it's Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
Try again, Puma.
Wembanyama. Now you've screwed me up. Victor Wembanyama. How is that different from what I just said a second
I
ago?
don't know, man.
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
Yeah, Wembanyama.
B-A-N.
Wembanyama.
Not
Wembanyama.
Ben. Not Ben.
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 Wembanyama.
There you go.
See? You do it better than I do now. This is like when I call the Bengals, and y'all jump
Yeah,
my
can we
ass.
just let my accent roll, dude? Like,
Well,
come
that's
on,
not
man.
accent.
Well,
You're
that
saying
was an
Wemby. You're
accent,
saying
yeah.
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama. That's wrong.
Wembanyama.
That's right.
Wembanyama.
Okay, enough of this. Let's get into the lightning round. Did we have any? I saw a couple super
thanks,
chats.
Greg, for the couple super chats. He says he can only go up to 99 cents, LG.
Oh,
What's going on over here? We're losing money.
No, if you read the chat there, he says that's a problem on his end. It happens on multiple channels, and I just verified that you can donate up to $500 in our super chat.
Then you put $500 in that account because I don't believe you.
I thought you had him, buddy. I really thought you had him. Let's do some lightning round. Get out of here. I guess I'll spare you Coachella talk. I will.
Yes.
I'll tell you this.
Winning.
If you like Nine Inch Nails,
I do.
they had the absolute best set of the weekend. They did a mashup with a German industrial DJ named Boys Noise, and they called the set 9 Inch Noise.
All right.
And
all right. I
every
like that.
every
Was
album,
it old? Was it like old school albums? Like
every
Pre-Hate
album,
Machine,
every
Burn?
album was represented. He did at least one song from the albums you're gonna want to hear. He played Heresy. Heresy. Now y'all got me worried
Yeah,
about how I pronounce words.
Vocabulary. Aluminum.
Yeah, actually,
Aluminum.
that's aluminium.
Aluminium.
Yes, aluminium.
That's right. He even does it better.
Suck my.
The 9 Inch Nails set, I would highly suggest. If you like Interpol put a great set out there. And then Talking Heads, David Byrne, really good set. Although he was almost half an hour late, and it was absolutely clearly, obviously, because he was waiting for the acid to kick in. That man is 73 years old, and he's still dropping acid like he's a 16-year-old outside of the Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink factory.
That man
as he-
needs to learn to put the eyedropper in the eye and it hits in 5 minutes.
I'm telling you, I think it probably hit in 5 minutes, and then he needed another 20 minutes to plateau a little bit so he could actually perform, because he was out of his mind, and it was spectacular.
All right, hit me, LG. As we got the draft coming along, I would just like to give you a stat here and see if you can guess these players. The NFL leader in completion rate on passes 10 plus yards downfield in 2023, minimum 250 passes
10 plus yards downfield.
in 2023.
Well, look, I mean, anytime you throw these stats out there, the obvious first guess should always be Brock Purdy.
You are correct, sir.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
I see
so
a
let's
trend.
do the same stat,
Okay.
and let's do this one's going to be a little different. All right, in 2024,
Is the answer going to
the
be
answer
different?
out of 34, because there's only 31 QBs that qualified in 23. There's 34 that qualified in 2024. Who was the number one passer?
Well, it's got to be Dak Prescott. That's got to be.
Give me the buzzer. You had the buzzer ready, man. You just don't want to hit it, LG.
No, because it's
You're killing
freaking Brock Purdy again.
All right. So
the most overrated cherry pick
All right,
stats
so-
you can find.
in 30 out of 32 in 2025, who was it?
Baker Mayfield, who has a birthday today.
No,
No, it's
Brock Daniel Purdy.
okay. And
Put some respect on that man's name.
I will. He's the, I don't know, on a good day, ninth best
You don't-
quarterback in the league.
Don't you think that's a stat?
On
that is
average, probably 12.
one stat you want more? 10 plus air yards, where you have to throw across the middle.
I mean, it's a sign that he
Completion rating.
understands the system really, really well. And he executes the system at a very high level. And he relies on athletes on the outside to catch system passes like that your excellent head coach calls. until it's time to preserve leads late in games.
When do we stop saying system when he doesn't get one of these?
I would say probably when he actually wins a Super Bowl on his own, at something like
On his own, so he goes out there 1v11.
1 versus 11. I think
1v11. That's when it's not a system anymore.
Yeah.
That's when Brock Daniel
Actually, you know what? I take that
Purdy
back.
is a great elite quarterback.
It's when he plays two ways like Tom Brady did. When he plays quarterback and also middle linebacker. That's when he can be considered amongst the all-time great.
Can't wait for the draft, baby.
Hit me, LG. I am so ready for football season to be back. Luckily, we won't do a Niners minute. We'll just do a Niners hour.
Yeah, baby.
Good God. Let's see. Fiesta starting Thursday. They arrived. When was it? What's today? Tuesday? They started rolling in Sunday night into the Alamo Dome parking lot, one by one, the various carnival rides that are now being erected by tweakers and crackheads.
Did I ever tell you one of my proms? Like, we went to Seven Oaks off of Austin Highway, which is a rundown, scary looking, shining type of thing, because I guess it was like a premier place in the 60s. And there was a bunch of carnies there. And we did a lot of
carny dust.
With
I'm
the
sure.
carnies.
Yeah.
And guess what they were bumping? Little ICP, baby. Like, it was the weirdest experience in my life.
You
man.
say weirdest? I say that is the most expected
I
experience.
was on them.
That's exactly what I. So you remember I talk a lot about my neighbor Jose, right there across the street from me. He's always going to be my neighbor, despite the fact that his house burned down. He told me in great detail one night when we were hanging out. He spent a one cycle with the carnies. So it's the carnival.
Yeah.
It starts in
one on season, not one.
It starts in Poteet for the Strawberry Festival. It's the same carnival. It goes from there to the Alamo Dome, and then I think it goes either to Bernie or somewhere else, maybe Kerrville. I think it goes to Kerrville next.
Sure.
But he said he did the 3-city leg, Poteet, Alamo Dome, and then Kerrville. Some of the stories he was telling me, it was equally astonishing, but also exactly what I had in my mind's eye.
Horrifying.
These
guys are building Ferris wheels that go up 18 stories.
Yes. So, because Fiesta starts on Thursday,
Oh, dirt.
I will.
Joe Dirt just sprayed WD-40.
I will not be riding the rides at the carnival, but the roommate and I plan on keeping a bit of a running tally, kind of like LG keeping count of how many times you use pronouns to describe the Spurs as if you were a member of the front office. Let Brian Wright, let him know I said hi next time you see him around the facility. We're going to keep a running tally of all of the different food we eat. You remember last year?
All the fried food.
I believe if we go back and check the tape, maybe it's in my
Speaking
notes.
of tape, let's just go ahead and just tape the stomach region
and
measure it.
We'll measure that too.
And then we'll see what it is after the carnival.
I'll do a weigh-in. I'll do a weigh-in on Thursday. Carnival starts Friday, I think. I'll do a weigh-in.
I'll do a little bracket sheet for us. We can put money on it
before we do our first run. I think last year we got up to 7 funnel cakes before it was also the real kicker are the mozzarella sticks. Excellent, spectacular. Yeah. What could possibly make them any better? You ask. I'll tell you. Now imagine if it was a mozzarella stick, but it was dipped in funnel cake batter, and then it was just fried on a stick. And it's about the size of a...
In the one words of Chris Farley doing the Chicago Bears fan.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. It's they're
I had a piece of Polish sausage lodged in my artery.
there were multiple times last Fiesta last year where I was sitting on my
I hate
couch
myself.
after eating way too many flautas and funnel cakes that I literally it was the closest I've come to talking to God in decades. The closest I've come to talking to God since Bible Beach Bash in Corpus back in my teens.
So you need to set a high number. Like I want you to go hard.
You tell me, what's the number?
You go hard. I think you could gain 12 pounds.
Well, okay, the weight is gonna be
12 pounds, 1.5 inches.
that's a lot. I don't think you realize
I said go hard
I
because each year you got to top it. And I don't want no kitty pussy numbers. You know, I want you to be focused. 12
You say
12 funnel.
you
funnel
say
cakes.
12 pounds. If-
One funnel cake is 1 pound.
I was about to say, I was trying to just think about some math here. If buddy, I think a funnel cake's more than one. Are either one of y'all doing? Do y'all do any? Y'all go to anything?
I don't go to carnivals.
Well, the carnival we just go because we walk to it from the house. I mean, it's a block away from my house. We usually do a Taste of New Orleans.
Yeah, that's.
We usually go.
I mess with that a lot.
We usually hit up Sunken Gardens for that. Haven't gone to Oyster Bake since I worked it back when we were doing interviews with Eddie Money and Dennis DeYoung on the buses at Oyster Bake for the Eagle and Kiss. I haven't been back to Oyster Bake in a while.
Well,
can't-
all to be said, the headline here is we need a weight,
Okay,
we need a measurement
Okay.
by Thursday's show.
we can do that. We can have that.
And I want we're gonna put some money on this with the show. People call in, I'll create a little bracket.
Well, okay, hold on. We're not.
We're gonna
I'm not
we're-
puffing up.
Yeah, you are.
No,
Yeah,
but
you are.
I'm gonna eat a
And
lot
then-
of food
You are puffing up, sir.
during Fiesta.
Hit me, LG.
I don't eat
Hit me, LG.
I don't
You're
eat
puffing up.
anything
You're puffing up, man.
but carnival food.
Nothing carnival food. All right. Well, the ongoing battle with me and AI has struck again.
How do we have a new chapter?
A new chapter. Right before I got here, I had to, I got to pay some bills. I stopped by the little Adam, the ATM, and I need to deposit some money. Well, Randolph,
I was never a fan of that category.
Randolph
ATM.
Brooks, yeah, asked to
Plow
money.
through, so to speak. Not
Not
every fumble needs a recovery. Just plow through.
It's a game, baby. So RBFCU has the weirdest way to accept the money. I've seen the one where you put it in the tray and it like closes down, and sometimes if a dollar is sticking out, I'm always afraid it's going to steal some of my money. And then you got the other ones where you stick it, you put the whole thing in there and you can only put 20 bills in. But RCFU has this little robot that looks like Short Circuit that comes out, goes, "Meow, meow," and opens up. Well, I'm sitting there trying to put the money in. Well, that little MFer closed on my thumb.
Oh,
I'm talking straight closed on my thumb.
what are you gonna sue RBF?
And I literally could not, I'm trying to pull it out, but it's got my fingernail. I don't know if you see me chewing on it. It's got my fingernail caught in something sharp. And I gotta just stand there and I'm trying to jiggle it before I'm about to rip it all, just rip it out with my other hand because it wasn't opening back up. It had my finger, man.
And your money? Or
And my money.
Okay, yeah.
My finger and my money. It took a total of 15 seconds while it's blinking red at me to let go of thing. Or I'm assuming that's his AI robot voice. And it finally opens up. And I drop all my money on the ground and I have to back up, get my money.
I wish I had been in the car behind
Oh
you to see this.
man, luckily no one was there because I was very furious.
I'm
I was
sure you
cussing.
handled it
I was
well.
cussing. I was like, what the
Yeah, I'm sure.
bleep? I was got my bleeping thumb, bleeping piece of bleep, like it was, it was a PG, it was a rated R segment, but I think they're listening and turning against me, man.
Yeah, kind of like your conspiracy about
It almost took a digit.
the prolific Chinese golfer Lee that played alongside Scotty.
I iced them out. No, that's
Yeah,
a fact.
this also has zero credence, but I like that you think you were important enough for RBFCU to target individually.
What a weird
through
way to
an
get money.
ATM.
To stick a metal piece of device that looks like an erector set from Short Circuit and smash it down and then try to suck it back in.
Well, keep fighting the good fight, sir. Wage war for the humanoids on the front lines of the battle with technology and AI.
They will be getting a call tomorrow.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
almost drew blood.
are you gonna write a strongly worded email?
Oh, I don't write. I talk.
Can I have a strongly worded conversation with the poor customer, the poor person? I pray
I was
that
like, whoever designed this system needs to have a swift kick in the, you know what?
yeah.
Yeah.
I pray that the person that answers the phone tomorrow morning,
Hope it's an old lady.
I hope they have a good night's sleep because they have no idea the hell they're in for. Hit me, LG. You got anything else before we close out? Let's do some Today in Sports History. Should mention first, though, the NHL playoffs start this weekend. We're going to have Dallas Stars taking on the Minnesota Wild because the NHL has the worst playoff structure in all of professional sports.
Doesn't like everybody play playoffs?
They don't know. They take 8 teams from each conference like the NBA does, but they don't have 1 seed play the 8 seed.
Oh, that's
It's so stupid. So the Stars right now have the second best record.
so it doesn't matter being the number 1 seed.
Not in the NHL. So for the equivalent, if the NBA used the NHL structure, the Spurs and Nuggets would be playing in the first round. That's what the Stars are getting. They're playing the third best team in the West, the Minnesota Wild, in the first round. The Minnesota
I see
Wild
you very
that have
very attuned to this.
Quinn Hughes, one of the Hughes brothers that became American heroes at the Olympics. Yeah, it's going to be great, Cap. Oh, and not to mention the Stars are banged up and have multiple guys that might not even play in game 1. That looks like it will be Saturday afternoon. We'll see if it gets announced. But NHL playoffs will be up and running. We'll check in with those as we go. Start with, I forgot to do it last week, and this is a funny one. So we did a show on this day, on this exact day a year ago. We were 10 days away from the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
I have at the very top of the page here, ask Cap and LG if either knew that the WNBA draft was tonight.
No.
I also had a follow-up question. How many rounds are in the WNBA draft?
Still don't know.
So a year later, and
I will tell you the only reason why I knew it was yesterday.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
because I had an alert go on my phone and I'm like, how do I turn that off?
You're such a feminist. You got WNBA alerts on your phone.
I know.
You're so cool. You're such a
pronouns and everything.
pronouns and you're such an ally. Look, you're just such an ally.
I'm a
You got
feminist.
so
I'll
many.
punch a girl in the face just like a man.
Well, that's
That's feminism.
I was
sir.
about to promote the
feminism.
amount of friends you have from the alphabet community, but I was going to ask
There's
you.
a lot.
Did you know? It's
They
because
enjoy my
you
humor.
know people. Yeah, you're big with the gays.
I'm big with the gays.
Of all
I'm what
variety.
they call a bear, sir.
That's a boy.
I don't pay for drinks
It's
at the
Puma
gay club.
and the bear. It's not Puma and the Cap. No, I was going to ask you, did you know if the WNBA draft was, well, okay, it was last night. Do you remember who was picked first overall?
Some weird name like Fa, something
Yeah,
like-
you got the F
Yeah,
right.
there's something.
AZ Fudd, the former Yukon Husky, former college teammate of Paige Beckers, who she will join on the Dallas Wings, and also the girlfriend of Paige Beckers. So nothing could possibly go wrong.
They went to the same team?
That's right, buddy. College teammates, now pro teammates, and
It's gonna be nothing but construction paper and scissors.
it's going to be nothing but Jim Jackson, Jamal Mashburn, Tony Braxton all over
tickled me
again.
so much for
Yeah,
some
you could
reason.
barely get it out. Elsewhere on our show from a year ago, we had Rory completed the Grand Slam. We had my notes from last year's trip to Port Aransas. I was up at sunset all 3 days. That was a new record for me back then. So I'm happy to know. I taught Steph how to play 42. That was Steph found the giant tiger shark tooth. We were watching college hockey, had Western Michigan on. You ready for the Spurs, the main segment? This is the first note of the main segment. Spurs finished season with 125-118 comeback win over the Raptors, locked into 8th best odds, a 26% chance at a top 4 pick. Little did we know last year that would end up being
The one Dylan
the
Harper.
number 2 pick overall. Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty fun to look. It was Bill Schoning's final game on radio.
hey,
We were talking
shout out
about-
to the legend, man.
Talking about Papa, Carl's Papa. Speaking of LG, we should tell the people before we get out of here at the end about talk a little bit about Carl, since I forgot to do it in the first segment. The Suns had just fired Coach Bud, and now they are back playing in a play-in game.
So it was the coach.
We were talking about Dak being present at Cowboys team workouts.
Yay.
Wait, did I say Dak or did I say Micah?
He said Dak.
Okay, Micah being present at Cowboys team
I was like, who
workouts.
cares about that, man?
No, but the next note was Dak looked skinny. Dak had lost a lot of weight. He had moved his body weight around. Stars were locked into a first
Skinny
round
enough not
matchup
to make the playoffs again.
with the Avs. Well, we didn't know that at that point. Worst bid of the week was AI action figures. Does anyone remember what that was referencing? AI action figures was the worst bit of the week, according to these notes.
It was the worst bit of the AI. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Artificial
I got nothing
intelligence.
for you, but we were applauding the numbers so far, according to these notes. As far as the rest of history on this day, 1910, President Taft threw out the first pitch at opening day for the Washington Senators. That began the tradition of the president throwing out the first pitch on opening day of the baseball season. 1925, Cubs had their first.
How's that one going?
Well, we haven't seen it in a while. I'd like to. W threw a strike after 9/11.
Hey,
Obama threw a pitch at a White Sox game. I don't think it went very well. No,
He didn't lawn dart it.
no, I'm not
I
sure.
think it was high and wide.
I was about to say, I'm not sure it was a strike, though. The first regular season game ever broadcast on WGN radio
Oh,
was on this day in 1925. Cubs beat the Pirates 8-2. Do you know, I'll ask you, Mr. Yankee, the first African-American player to wear the pinstripes did it on this day in 1955. Had a single and 1 RBI in an 8-4 loss to the Red Sox. I didn't know it. I didn't know his name whenever I read it. Elston Howard. Very, very strong name. 1968, first NBA game ever held at the Mecca at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks beat the San Diego Rockets. Very odd history of NBA
They
names.
I guess maybe because of the naval things, they got rockets on there.
That's where Top Gun's at. It's in San Diego.
The San Diego shirtless volleyball
Where
players.
it's where we train our best pilots.
Miramar, to be exact.
That's right, Miramar. 1969, first regular season MLB game ever played outside of the United States. Montreal Expos beat the Cardinals 8-7. I kind of forgot the Expos went all the way back to 1969.
Yeah.
I don't ever think of them as being a team.
It was wild that why
Took
they
him
got
away.
rid of him is for Tampa.
Yeah. Not good, buddy. 2002, the 66th U.S. Masters tournament. Tiger became the third player ever to win back-to-back Masters. Now, of course, we know the fourth player, Rory, did it this past weekend.
Tiger did it with grace and dominance.
Yeah, that was a 3-stroke victory over Retief Goosen of South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the same day, 17 years later, Jim Nantz almost had an orgasm on live television as Tiger Woods claims a green jacket once again, the 83rd U.S. Masters winner. Tiger wins his 5th Masters.
My birth year.
1 stroke over Xander, Dustin Johnson, and Brooks Koepka. Was Tiger's first major in 11 years. We will
It was a glorious day.
save birthdays for last since Cap doesn't like to end with death. Start
You keep bringing it up.
1911. He died in 1911. Addy Joss, Joss. He's a Hall of Fame baseball pitcher. I had never heard of him. He threw a perfect game in 1908. He had 2 no-hitters, one in 08, one in 1910. He had a 1.89 career ERA. That is the second lowest in MLB history. Had a career whip of .968. That is the most of any pitcher in MLB history. He died of tuberculosis at 31 years old. His career still ongoing. Died Addy Joss or Joss on this day,
Get those vaccines.
11. Well, I don't think they were around yet in what would have
We
been.
have a lot of tuberculosis deaths now.
So he threw a no-hitter the year before he died of tuberculosis. That's what we call a fun fact. 1978, Joe Gordon. Does that name mean anything to you, Mr. Yankee?
Joe Gordon.
Dead in 1968, died of a heart attack at 63 years old. He is a
Pitcher.
Hall of Fame second baseman, won the World Series in 38, 39, 41, and 43 with the Yankees. He was AL MVP in 1942, longtime Yankee second baseman. And to keep the theme going, dead
We need a second baseman.
dead in 2020. Well,
Yankees.
dig up Joe Gordon, he's only been dead since 1978. Maybe he's still got at least he knows the rules of the game he's playing. He would still know that.
Context.
Dead in 2020. Should have taken I can't even say. Hank Steinbrenner, American businessman and MLB team owner, died of a, quote, liver condition at 63 years old. But birthdays, and LG, get that clip queued up. We'll end with that here. Born on this day, 1941, in the city that he is most closely associated with, 17-time MLB All-Star, MVP in 1973, World Series MVP in 75 and 76. Again, born in Cincinnati, Ohio, a 17-time All-Star who's most closely associated with Cincinnati,
Yeah.
Pete Rose. Born on this day in
They
1941.
did him so wrong. Let's wait till he dies to put him in the Hall of Fame. You
Oh, and
guys
you
are a
can-
bunch of a-holes.
You can thank your president for getting that done too. Both
He's
born
all of our presidents.
born on this day. Yeah, I know he's mine. I'm just worried about the rest of you heathens. Born on this day, both celebrating their 60th birthday. Greg Maddux, Hall of Fame pitcher, of course. David Justice, also turning 60.
Oh,
And also born in Cincinnati, Ohio.
wow.
Random fun fact. Do you know where Greg Maddux was born?
Jersey.
It's Texas.
Texas. Oh, Austin,
San Angelo.
San Angelo.
I'd forgotten that. Your random birthday or baseball birthdays of the day. Born in 1969, catcher Brad Ausmus. Born in 1971, Greg Zahn, who an 11-year-old Sam was quite excited that the Rangers shored up their hole at third base with a trade deadline move for Greg Zahn. I was super geeked about Greg Zahn. Born in 1975, Anderson Silva. Apparently, he's someone important from the,
One of the
mixed.
greatest UFC fighters to live.
Yeah, it says longest UFC title streak at 2,547 days.
Yeah, he would just demolish. His first loss was him playing chicken with Chris Weidman, and Chris Weidman actually got a shot on him. He sat there, put his hands behind his back, and was like this.
I kind of remember that, actually.
And then boom. And then on the rematch, he snaps his I forget, not his fibula, but the other two bones in the lower leg, tibia and whatever.
Fibula.
No, fibula is the big one.
That's your femur.
The femur. Oh yeah, so tibia and fibula. He snaps it, and his leg wraps around his other leg. And old Chris Weidman was like, "Yeah, that's a technique we practice in, all the time because we knew his leg kicks were." And I'm like, "Shut your mouth."
Yeah, I remember that too.
Shut your mouth,
because I remember all of what you
he was an
described.
all-American boy, and I'm like, man, God, and Spider was piecing him up that match.
I remember
too.
all of what you described because I remembered that was about the point where I said, I don't think I need to watch MMA. Also born on this day, I had great hopes for this guy, Nikolai Shkidishvili, the pride of the University of Georgia. No, the pride of the country, Georgia. He was a lottery pick from the Nuggets. Everyone thought he was going to be the next Dirk Nowitzki. He ended up playing the majority of his career in Europe. Only spent, I think, 3 or 4 years in the NBA. Also, born on this day in 95, Baker Mayfield. That's why I brought him up earlier. And then lastly, born on this day in 1976, LG, play the video here because this is one
Brought it up
of...
a little early, didn't you, LG?
This is one of the... Well, I drug my feet. This is one of the greatest pitching shows of athleticism that you will ever see in baseball history. Born on this day, Kyle Farnsworth, back in 1976.
You know he's a black belt, right?
As evidenced by what he's about to do to future manager of the Seattle Mariners, Dan Wilson.
Farnsworth comes up and in on Wilson, who was trying to bunt. The pitch was a wild pitch.
That's a big old boy,
Wilson
too,
got
right
the
there.
worst of that one. There were some haymakers landed by Farnsworth. There's no doubt about
Feet
that.
never touched the ground again. Wilson charges the mound. Farnsworth says, come get some.
You know he played some football because that was a textbook tackle, bro.
Perfect tackle. Either that or he's a huge Goldberg fan.
Like, Farnsworth is about 6'6" himself.
He's huge.
But that old buddy from Cincy had about 100 pounds on him.
Yeah, one more time as we go out here. Watch Wilson. So Wilson's holding the bat, deciding, yep, he's charging the mound. Farnsworth wraps him up like he's a middle line. He looks like Van Der Esch.
Yeah.
Just 6'6", white boy, wrapping him up, throwing him to the ground. Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know, Urlacher.
No, Urlacher wasn't tall like
You're going to go to the
this.
mound?
Van Der Esch was
say
big
something
like
to a pitcher
Farnsworth.
who's-
It's not Cowboys bias.
Farnsworth was a Yankee, by the way.
He was. Farnsworth was multiple teams. But happy birthday and celebrate in perpetuity the best tackle ever by a Major League Baseball pitcher. LG, get us out of here. We went way late. When are we back, fellas? Thursday. We locked
Thursday
it
it
in.
is.
Back in here Thursday. Cap, tell the good people how to get a hold of you.
You can get a hold of me at the Captain SCL on Instagram, and you can get a hold of the show at sportscave.live on mostly everything.
LG, when's the next stream?
Don't know.
Tell the good people how to get a hold of you if for sales opportunities for the new morning show that you and Carl are working on.
You can hit me up on Twitter at DJLG210 or on Instagram or all socials at DJLG210.
We need to get Carl on before the
would.
show starts so we can.
Let's talk to Carl for Thursday's show.
Let's do it. Let's see if we can get Carl on Thursday, talk some Spurs.
I could bribe him here.
Because we'll know who they're playing by then. If you want to get a hold of me, find me on X at Biggest Puma, Instagram biggest.puma. Till Thursday, y'all be good. Peace.
Rest in peace.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only thugs use drugs. They don't do drugs.
Yeah!